What you
What
say?
you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, that's
Does it
better.
sound better? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Did you watch the video I sent you?
No, I actually just made it back home. Um, so I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch anything. I've been with my kids all day.
Oh, that was like a day or two ago, I think. I don't know if I sent it to you just now though or a day or two ago, but that's when I did that stream. But those guys have like 360K on their YouTube. I streamed on their account. We streamed through the stream key. We could do that too sometime if you wanted. We could stream through the stream key.
The
And
stream
I
key.
could yeah. You could give me
Okay.
your stream key, I could stream it for you, or vice versa. I could give you my stream key and you can stream it for me. If you know how to use OBS.
I use Streamlabs. It's a little bit easier
Yeah, I
for me.
use Streamlabs too, but I think it's the
Okay.
same thing. You can enter
Okay.
the stream key in.
Gotcha.
What's up, Billy Bob? How you doing? What's up, Bill?
Let me get set up on my end. I'll be recording this one. Let's see here.
Yeah, no, man. There's 2,000 people live on his show when I was on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that. He has 360K, but it was a
How
game
did?
show type of debate. It wasn't. It was kind of dishonest, to be honest with you. If you want my honest opinion on it, he made all the rules. It was kind of disingenuous. You know what I mean? Like when we do this style of debate, it's more genuine because we're just having a conversation. We ask each other like basic questions about whatnot. But theirs is
Okay.
like it's like a town hall style debate. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, I
like when
got you.
people call in and they give us the question. They get to pick one caller, we get to pick one caller. But I had like 20 callers calling in, but for whatever reason it didn't go through. But I just posted a video on it if you guys want to go check it out.
Okay.
Go check out my
Yeah.
recent videos. But yeah, I had like 20 people calling in, and then he asked me, he said, I thought you had followers or people that wanted to call in. And I said, yeah, they do. They said the
Mm.
number's not working. That's what people kept telling me.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna turn my camera off for just a
Okay.
second, but I'm gonna still be here. But yeah, yeah. I gotta check it out. I haven't really had a chance to sit down and watch it. I'm
It's
sure it's
not my
interesting.
channel. It's on his channel. Yeah, it's he produced the whole thing. He is a good producer. I will say that. He like used the streaming software and he produced the whole thing like a game show.
Okay.
But he's not a
Yeah.
Democrat or he wouldn't align with your views. He's more far left than you.
Wait. You're talking about the guy with the glasses?
His name is Jimmy Snow. I don't think he has glasses. He didn't have glasses then.
Oh, okay. I remember seeing the thumbnail, and I remember seeing the
Oh
guy
yeah, the
with the
black guy has
glasses.
glasses. The black guy with
Yeah.
the cat ears. The glasses don't stick out to me
Yeah.
though. The cat ears is what sticks out to me. I don't think you align with him either. He's a bit weird. He was talking about how nothing wrong with a little bit of men doing butt play, and I told him that's gross.
I mean, to each their own. I feel like a lot of things other people do,
And then when he told
regardless
me
of
he had a kid,
sexual orientation.
I was really uncomfortable when he told me he had a kid, dude. It's just I couldn't.
I mean, we have to
And
understand that if we want America to be a free country, it has to be a free country. Like not
it is a free
how
country. I ain't trying to stop it either. But
not
I think
based
he's
on
using
what
his.
you feel
I think
like.
in my opinion, I feel like when there's transgender individuals, I'm not saying he is, but when I feel like there's certain individuals around kids, I'm not even saying trans. I'm not saying him. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying when there's certain individuals around kids, I just feel a certain way. I feel bad for them. Do you not feel the same?
Yeah,
Is there
I
anyone that makes
mean,
you uncomfortable around kids?
yes, but I feel bad for different reasons. Like if a person is like not able to take care of a kid, or if that kid is going unfed or is in harmful situations, not worried about the sexual orientation of their parents.
The sexual orientation of their what?
I say I'm not really too worried about the sexual orientation of their parents. As long as that kid is well taken care of, that kid is happy, has a good childhood, is fed, has a good education, I don't see any
I
issue
would
with
agree.
that.
I would disagree. I think the best. I would say, that's an interesting thing. I don't know which way I would go on this topic, but I would probably have to say if I had to sway one way or another. I believe in freedom, of course, but depends what kind of stuff they're doing. If they're gay, they should be a little bit, or if they're
Mm,
LGBTQ and they're doing it, maybe they should keep a little bit closer
So
eye.
you believe
I
they
don't
should
know.
be free, but based on your religious beliefs, right?
No, I'm saying it should be free, but we should keep a close eye on them.
What is keeping a close eye? You think they should be monitored
Yeah, I
by the
think
government?
everyone, yeah, should. After adopting children,
Wow. Okay. Um,
shouldn't everyone? How do you know if they're qualified? Just because they don't have a criminal record, they're qualified?
huh? What you say?
Isn't there high, is there not high abuse in foster homes?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we want to check them and make sure they're good, that they're not getting abused there?
But yeah, I mean, I understand that type of situation, but I'm just saying,
That's what I'm saying, man. Like you perfectly understand it.
should LGBTQ couples be monitored indefinitely just because they're
Oh,
LGBTQ?
indefinitely?
Yeah.
No, not indefinitely, no.
Oh, okay. So you think they should be? You think any parent adopting a child, regardless of sexual
Well, if they're
orientation?
LGBTQ, that definitely should be a factor. Just like, if you like have any other sexual factors that people know about you publicly
Mm,
that are a little bit away from the normal should
okay.
be factored in.
So what did you want to debate about today? I'm sure it's
Well,
not
I wanted to ask you
LGBTQ
about,
parentage
yeah, no,
or
it's not.
anything like that. So
It's not, but I don't think that's right. And most of the
what you
world
want?
honestly doesn't think that's right. When you factor in Africa, Russia, the Middle East, and the rest of the world,
Hmm.
and the fact that a lot of Americans don't agree with it, yeah, most of the world doesn't agree with it.
Okay.
I mean,
So
that's what I
what you
said
want to
on the
debate
show.
about?
I have my stats on that. I wanted to hear what you thought about what happened to Trump last night.
What happened to Trump last night?
Yeah, where they
I
were shooting.
mean, let me start by saying first, my first public appearance since that night, I guess, that political violence should be always spoken out against. And I mean, I personally, denounce or whatever you Republicans get off on. I personally denounce that action. But I mean, it's
What do
sad
you
to
think
see.
about
I
33%
mean,
increase in leftist violence
30% increase in leftist violence.
in
And
public?
what
Yeah.
and what information are you citing for that?
Well, I can plug my computer and pull it up right for you, but
I just want to make sure we're speaking in facts. Okay.
I don't know the exact source, but I'll tell you right now. I got from your favorite news source,
My
Fox
favorite.
News. You're googling it, and I'm sure you'll find it. You'll be honest about it.
Okay.
I mean, what do you really expect? All of it is leftist violence.
What you say?
All it is leftist violence. This is the third attempt on Donald J. Trump in 2 years. All there is political violence. When did that ever happen to a Democrat president? What president did that ever happen to? What president had three real close assassination attempts on them? Can you name one?
I don't even think it has it been confirmed yet that the guy was targeting Trump.
Yeah, it has. He said it. He said that he was there for the Trump cabinet and for everyone there.
Hmm?
Not just for Trump. He said he was going to get every single one of them. He said he was going to get JD. He was going to get JD, and he was going to get Trump. I think that was mainly what he was targeting. And he was from California,
Well,
so
I have
he was certified
like
Democrat.
however you want to feel about it.
He was Democrat.
There
They basically proved
there
it. He
I think
admitted
I
to them. He
okay,
confessed to them.
Okay,
that
I
he was
understand
after
that
Trump.
part, but what I'm saying is, I think we can understand that there are crazy people on the extremes on both sides of the spectrum, and
Well,
there's been deaths on both sides, from the extreme right and the extreme left,
I don't know.
and
Can you name one politician that was Democrat that had a gun incident like this? Anything to do with
the
guns?
politician that
As a Democrat?
got killed right before Charlie Kirk. I think it was like the day after or day before.
Yeah, but
I
that
can look it
wasn't
up real
even
quick.
really directly political violence. The only way they connected to political violence is because they said, "Who do you vote for?" But there was never any evidence that they did it for political reasons.
Uh,
All
so
they found was the No Kings thing in the back of their car, and they knew that his wife worked for governor of Minnesota.
okay, but if we're calling what happened the other night political violence, we can call that political violence too. You get what I'm
How is this
saying? Like,
political violence? Because the politician died? We don't even know if they were targeted, if it was a random break-in or what it was.
okay,
If we're just
let me
counting
look up.
Democrats that are dying, then that doesn't count.
No, you asked me a specific question. What politician
Political
has died
violence. Do you think?
due to
What do you think
political
about
violence?
happened
I
yesterday? Do
will.
you think
Well,
it was
no,
fake?
you didn't
Do you
ask
think it
me
was an inside
what
job?
any what was the inside job.
Do you think it was an inside job yesterday? Because CNN played it. CNN played it yesterday. They or a day before they talked about fake assassination attempts. They were playing a clip about it. Why were they playing a clip about fake assassination attempts? Isn't that a
Why did
little bit
they?
creepy?
Why did they play the clip?
I don't know. Why were they talking about fake assassination attempts
What
2 days before?
were they criticizing those claims
No, this was days before.
days before the assassination attempt?
I think so. That's what I heard. You looked it up. Did you find
So
it?
wait a second. They were playing clips of fake assassination attempts days before the assassination.
No, they were playing fake assassination clips. They were talking about how they do fake stuff with that.
About who is they?
Like presidents, leaders, dictators. They had like a
Oh,
whole information section about it.
okay. Did they ever make the claim that Trump was doing it?
No, but they kind of, put that in the back of people's minds.
Oh my God,
Why is everyone out
y'all
there
are
saying
wild
it's
with these
fake?
connections.
Why
But
is everyone out there saying it's
y'all
fake now then?
y'all wild with this one.
Why are they saying that Trump set it up? Do you think Trump set it up or no?
Wait, what?
Do you think Trump set himself up? Like, do you think it's fake assassination attempts? Like what?
No. Um, there's no proof of that. And I'm a guy that kind of lives purely off of proof or credible information. And
There's no proof of what exactly.
there's no proof that Trump set these things up himself. And from what I've seen out of Trump
Son,
and
but you
everything,
blame Israel for everything, and you don't got any proof of that. Come on now,
I
son.
don't blame Israel for everything. But what I'm saying is that there's no proof of it. And everything that I've seen out of this administration and Trump, he's pretty sloppy with a lot of things that he does. And I don't
Like
think he
what?
will be able to set something like this up without somebody
Like
ratting on him.
what?
The war.
Who's ratted on him? No one ratted on him about Iran. We just did it like that.
He's firing his generals.
Yeah, because they're pieces of crap. But no one ratted on him. He's firing generals every single time. You think we're just gonna let traitors stay in our country? Is
What
that
is
you
every
want?
single what is every you said he fires
A
generals every
general
single time.
job. We've been over this. Yeah, last in 2016 he did the same thing.
So what was the mistake that general made?
What are we gonna go through it general by general?
No, I'm talking about the five-star general that Trump just recently fired over the war, even though it's going perfectly, but he's firing generals. What was the mistake that he made?
I'm not familiar with that one. You probably know more about it than me. But most of those guys pretty seem insubordinate. What was the reason, huh? What was the reason? You're gonna make some shit up and give your personal opinion. That's not facts.
Obviously because
That's
this
not
war,
facts.
like I said,
See, that's
obviously
opinions. That's
because
all opinions.
you're asking me, so I'm not
I thought you
exactly
knew, but you're just gonna give your fucking opinions on it.
because they don't release to the public the reason why these people are fired. All we can do is just look at what happened, which is this war is a mess, and
Yeah, it's
everybody
complex to
knows it.
fire people that don't do their job.
Everybody with a brain knows it. So even Trump himself knows it, but he'll go out to the American people and lie and say that this war is perfect and go on his plan.
The Iran stuff will, and it is going perfect. It is going as planned. Are we here to debate about Iran?
What happened? What happened to 3 to 4 weeks?
You didn't care about Trump's assassination, did you?
What happened 3 to 4 weeks?
It has to extend sometimes. That's an attempt.
Oh,
Nothing's a
okay.
guarantee.
This is getting very familiar.
They already took
That's
the
all I'm saying.
Congress. They already
This is
said they have like a couple of weeks, right? They took
I'm
the
starting
Congress. They
to come across a little bit of deja vu here.
whatever. We'll see. I don't really care if they make this war go for 10 years. Boo hoo. No one's gonna get deployed over there. It's
What
not gonna
happened
be
to
a
no
draft.
more wars?
This is necessary. What are we gonna do? Just hide and cower?
This is so no more
Yeah, let's
wars
just
unless
hide and cower from the rest of the world because we're too scared to fight.
Unless Trump says it's necessary.
No, it's gonna be more wars depending on who's president. Every single president, the same thing. Boo hoo.
You wild.
Every single president has had conflicts, has had wars. So what the fuck are you crying about?
Every single president has started a war.
He didn't start a war.
He didn't start a war.
No, he didn't start a war.
So we
This
were
war has been
dropping
going
bomb.
on for 47
We
years.
were
We
wait a second.
explained this to you last time. You didn't even know the
Wait a
history.
second. We were dropping bombs in Iran and blockading a whole strait before Trump.
We were in the street before and doing some bombings. Yes, sir.
No, this is a blockade.
Have
Uh,
we ever had
uh,
any blockades in
wait,
the past? My answer would be probably yeah. But I
this is
agree with you. I want it to end, but I don't think Trump
this
started
is
it.
a military campaign. These are military assets that we're putting towards this. You understand this,
Okay, what
right?
about when he sunk our boat? What about when Iran sunk our boat when we did nothing to them? We weren't even over there in Iran. We were just minding our own fucking business. And they sunk our boat. Did you care about that? What about when they bombed our bases in Bahrain when we were minding our own business? Did you care about that?
Hold on.
What about October 7th when they funded those terrorists in Israel that bombed on October 7th and killed 37 American citizens? What
Israel
about
has
those
done.
30? So you don't care about those 37 Americans.
Wait a
You don't
second.
care about those 37 Americans. Okay, good to hear.
Israel has gotten more than their get back by now. We understand this.
Huh?
Even a bunch of people in the Republican camp is understanding that Israel has gotten a lot more than their own get back. Yes, that was one attack, and it was a horrible atrocity. But let's not forget, since that attack happened, millions of Palestinians at this point have been displaced and have perished.
Yeah, guess what? You should have never done what you've done.
Okay, but let's not
No,
invoke
no, no,
October
no, no.
and say that is a good reason for America to be involved in Iran.
Well, that has nothing to do with America being involved in Iran. What are you talking about?
But you're invoking that and saying, "Oh, you don't care about these things. We care. That's why we're at war with Iran." That's what you're insinuating.
No, it's not. I'm
So
saying if they, I'm
what
saying
are
those
you
were
insinuating when you
Americans.
bring
I'm
the
I'm talking
what
about
are you
Americans. Not
insinuating
I'm. I
when
said
you bring these things up?
Americans. I said
Americans what?
Americans.
Americans what?
36 Americans died from Iran on October
Oh,
7th. Does
that
that
was
not make
Hamas.
sense to you? Yeah, that who funds Hamas? Who's the major funder of Hamas, sir? Who works to help Hamas use their weapons and train them?
Let
Who's
let
that?
let you tell it. America was.
No, the number one funder of Hamas is Iran. Who's the number one of terrorist funding in the Middle East? Who funds terror in the Middle East? Just answer me. Who's the number one funder of terror in the Middle East? Come on, who's the number one funder of terror in the Middle East?
Okay, and is this war going to solve that?
Well, apparently they think so. We'll find out.
No, be real. Do you really think this war is going to solve Iran
I
being the
think we'll
funder of
smash down a
terror in
lot
the
of
Middle East?
terrorists. I think
Huh?
I think we've stolen a lot of their money already, billions of our dollars,
Do you think
billions of
the
their dollars.
regime?
I mean,
It's the same regime, if not more
it, it,
extreme,
it
because
probably
it's
will
his
come back
son.
eventually. It'll likely come back eventually. But if we get rid of the sun,
Nothing
if we
has
get rid of the
changed in
sun, I
Iran.
think there could be change. Yes, it is
Politically,
change.
nothing
Their
has
whole
changed in
government is
Iran.
splintered. Their whole government is splintered. Yes, it has changed. Their whole government is splintered. They don't have one source of power now. There's
Where is the
10
regime
different
change?
groups.
Where is the
They're
regime
fighting
change?
over power. There's no one in charge right now,
Where's
virtually.
the revolution happening?
That's what's
The
happening right now.
revolutionary the Iran Revolutionary Army is still in power.
They got caught fighting against themselves. One of them said to go attack someone, and they got caught literally not obeying orders. So some of their own army is rebelling against
Some
the
of their own
IRGC.
army is rebelling.
Yeah, some of the navy is splintered and factioned off by other sub parts of the government. They don't have one central power. I'm
What
telling you,
what
their government is splintering and falling
are
apart.
these feelings? Because from what I understand,
No, these
Iran
are
is still
facts.
so why is Iran still able to hold the strait?
What do you mean hold the strait? We're not bombing it right
If
now.
Iran is in so much
We're not
disarray,
attacking it. We're not because we're not
why are
attacking
they
it.
still? So why
Because we're
not?
not attacking it.
Why
Because
not?
we're trying to solve this peacefully. Trump says he wants to come to negotiations with them, and they said they agreed. That's why. What do you mean? Like, what are you talking about?
The peaceful option is off the table once you start dropping bombs.
Well, then what? No one's attacking right now, are they?
Because Iran is
Because
sitting back
what?
and let because Iran is sitting back
Because
letting
we
Trump dig
agreed
his
to.
own hole.
No, because we're here negotiating. His own hole will be run off the map if they don't want to cooperate. They'll learn one way or another.
How many times has Trump said, "Okay, we're gonna let the ceasefire end at this date, and if it doesn't end, I'm a destroy a whole
Are you
civilization."
talking about Bridge Day? You're talking about
Then
Bridge
the
Day. That
day
was a
comes.
test. That was a test.
Then the day.
Br-
Oh, how many tests is Trump gonna implement?
well, ask me one by one. I can tell you. Bridge Day was a test to show the
This
American
is like the
people
third test so
and
far.
the rest of the world that Iran
This is
would
like the
kill
third
women
test
and
so far.
children. That was a test to see if Iran would kill women and children, and they passed.
Oh, oh,
Yeah.
how many tests is Trump gonna put out there?
Well, name what other one you got. What's up? I only heard of one. What are you talking about?
Since he started this war, he's been threatening, and
Well, I heard one. That's all. The only time I've heard of what
Iran
you're
has been
talking about.
calling his bluff each and every time, and he
What?
hasn't
What
done
other
nothing.
bluff? What other bluff?
He what, like a whole month ago he threatened attacking the power plants within a week. It's 4 weeks later,
He
nothing.
literally said like 3 weeks ago that he's not going to do that unless they press the issue.
The strait is not open.
Huh?
The strait is still not open.
Yeah, I know they're negotiating it, but they're not attacking either.
For Trump to be one of the best
So when we
negotiators,
get trillions
supposedly,
of dollars,
for
if we
Trump
get
to
our
be one of
gas,
the best negotiators, supposedly on the planet, it seems like he's having a hard time.
are you going to come back and give me an apology next year when gas prices are $1.50? Are you
When
going to give me
gas
an
prices
apology next
are a
year?
dollar fifty next
Yeah,
year.
are you gonna
Wait a
come back
second.
and apologize to me?
Didn't we make a wager that gas prices would be going up back in January? I think
We
we kind
never
of made a
made a
bet that.
wager. We never made
Okay,
a wager. Where is the
I
clip?
would
What are
have to
you
go back
talking
and look.
about?
I'm gonna have to go back and look at one of
These
these
bullshit
videos.
happened. Yeah, that's when the war started. Why would I disagree with you on that? Like that's I don't know what specific time you're talking about, but this war has been going on since like last year, so I've been saying that for a while. Well, when gas prices go down to 150, are you gonna apologize? Are you gonna come back on stream and say you were wrong? Yeah, next year, are you gonna come on here and apologize? If it's a 190, we'll give it 197. We'll give it No, let's do 197. Let's No, let's do 197. Let's do 197. You know it's gonna hit 197 next year. That's why you won't do it. Can y'all hear me? Can you hear him? I can't see you. You're frozen. Can they hear me? Can you hear me? I can't see you. You're frozen. Yeah, why is the stock market at all-time high? That's what people want to know. If you got any stocks and if it got and all-time highs. Yeah, and did you know it's at all-time highs?
When it's Biden and there it's the stock market and inflation is going
The
on, they
stock
say
market
that
wasn't good under Biden.
the stock market was good under Biden, but inflation
No, it
was happening.
wasn't. It was
Yes, it
way better
was.
in 2017, 2018. Way better. I'm not saying it didn't grow, but it grew at a slower rate.
I would like to see some information on that, but all I'm saying is that people pick and choose what they want to look at depending on the politician in the White House. I'm starting to know this the more
No,
I
I'm
get into
poor,
this
Gigi.
internet
I'm
space.
poor.
So yeah, I I I don't really pay much attention to little topics like that because if you care about the groceries, if you care about gas prices, if you care about things like that, then stay
Then you vote for
consistent.
Donald J. Trump and vote Republican because
No,
we're the one to
no,
keep the prices
stay
low.
consistent. Like don't act like you care about the stuff under Biden, then completely ignore the stuff when stuff starts to go up under Trump.
Well, there's inflation. There's a healthy inflation number. So some
No,
stuff always
and don't
goes up
give
no
me
matter
any
what.
excuses that it fluctuates because you didn't give Biden that
I
excuse.
did. I said Biden's averages, didn't I? You can
No, but
use
you
Trump's
said
averages.
but you said it fluctuates. I mean, in the comments, somebody says, "Well, it fluctuates." Don't give nobody that excuse because that's giving leeway to Trump that you didn't give to Biden.
Dirty Money said groceries been expensive for
Keep it
years.
consistent. Keep no, I'm just saying, keep the same energy. Keep it consistent. You
Why is
feel
it
me?
high,
Like
Django? Why is it high? Since you know so much, everyone wants to know why is grocery prices high, according to you.
it's multiple things. It goes into these horrible tariffs that Trump put in at the beginning of the year. It's it's gas prices, of course,
We don't
and
have
it's
those
multiple
tariffs
other
on
different things.
anymore, and we had we didn't have the tariffs on before.
But the economy is still feeling the effects from those tariffs. Yes, he
So you're
just
telling me
removed
the
them.
grocery prices is because of tariffs?
What?
So if
What you
you
say?
remove the tariffs, shouldn't that make the prices go down?
Shouldn't that make the prices go down? It takes time for prices to go down.
So you're telling me eventually his prices will go down, but they're not
Maybe
going down yet.
eventually, if he took the tariffs off, yeah.
So you're saying his
I,
prices are going to go down. So you are saying Trump is a good president. Okay, fantastic.
no,
Sweet.
he's fixing the problem that he created.
Prices are down, and you live in one of the cheapest states
Wait
for
a second.
groceries.
Do you not? So will you agree that the tariffs are a problem?
No,
So you think they should stay?
yeah,
So you can't cheer for the prices
not
going
all of
down if
them.
they're
The
removed.
ones that negotiated with Trump, they should go.
You can't cheer
Every
for
single one
something
of
that
them
you don't want to
negotiated with
be
Trump.
removed.
Which one did not negotiate with Trump? That was
You can't cheer for a problem that you created. You can't kick a hole in a wall and be happy. You can't kick a hole in my
every
wall and
single
expect
one
me
of
to be
them. They
happy
worked with
because
Trump.
you fixed it.
They gave Trump $20 trillion, and now they're trying to give it. They're trying to make him give it back. He got $20 trillion, and they're trying to make him give it back.
Why are they trying
Trump
to make
got
it give?
Trump
Why?
is
Why?
they're trying to make Trump send that money back
Exactly, and why?
because that money was gonna better our country, and they're fucking pissed off.
That money was going to what?
Better our country.
Mm, mm.
It was gonna buy
Where
Trump a
where
new
where did where
castle.
did where did that money come from?
Well, it depends what part of it you mean. It comes from all over the world, all over everywhere.
No, where did that money? I'm pretty sure you're aware. Where did that money come from?
That money came from all over the world. Some of the imports were paid from overseas. Some of the imports were paid for locally.
It was
Some
paid by the American people.
That's not true. Not all of them are.
Even the administration has come out
That's
and
not
said
true.
that.
You don't know anything about shipping. Ask any person that works in a
So
post
so
office
you're
or
saying
anyone
that
that works in
you're
logistics.
saying
Ask
a
anyone. Yes,
tariff
tariffs are sometimes paid by the shipper, the people that ship the stuff. Sometimes they do pay it. Yes, that's correct.
and that cost is passed down to who?
It's not always passed down. That's not true either. That's another Democrat
So
lie.
you're expecting these CEOs to eat the cost?
Well, if it hurts the CEOs and the companies so much, why didn't the prices go up? Why didn't the iPhone price go to $4,000 like y'all promised? Nothing really
Wait a
changed.
second. Nobody seriously said that the
The only
iPhone
thing that
prices were going to
changed,
go to four
yeah, they
thousand
did.
dollars. No,
The
they
only
didn't.
prices that changed was RAM, and RAM was already on its way up. RAM and
You
storage prices were already on
wait
their
a
way up
second.
because
So
of the
so
chip
so what?
shortage that Biden did, but
That
everything else is like the same
grocery
price
prices are still going up
or cheaper. No, they're not.
because of tariffs. Because of these tariffs,
Y'all go
farmers
check out my
are having to
recent
be
video if you
bailed out.
haven't. Huh?
Because of tariffs, these farmers are having to be bailed out.
Farmers always get bailed out every other couple of years, unfortunately. You know how many bailouts Biden did and how many bailouts Obama did?
Have you talked to a soybean farmer recently?
They love Trump. They're on track for their record year because China promised to buy
But
record amounts
have
of.
you heard? But do you know what these tariffs do to a soybean farmer?
They said they're
That
on track for a record
that
year.
have to
China
compete with.
promised to purchase more soybeans from our farmers than they ever have before. That was part of the tariff agreement. Thank you for
That
Donald J. Trump's
that
tariff.
that was that
Thank you,
wasn't a part of
President
the,
Trump.
so
Y'all smash
I
that
can
like button, drop some super chat,
I can
show
pull
some
up an
love.
article
Happy Sunday, everybody. Smash that like button,
proving
drop
that
some super
soybean
chats.
farmers are suffering out here because of these tariffs.
Yeah, that article's old and now they're on track for their record years. They're on track for their best years ever by like 50%. So what are you crying about?
What? Where's the proof?
They said it. All the
Who
statistics
said it?
out there. You want me to give you the stats here? I have my computer just turned on 2 seconds ago, so I guess you're unlucky now, right?
Yeah, who said it?
I'll pull it up for you right now. You ever heard of a guy named Kash Patel?
Yeah.
That's who said it.
And what information did he cite that says that soybean farmers are not still suffering and that they're
I never
having a
said they
record
weren't
year?
still suffering. I said they're on
No,
track for a record year.
they're on track for. Where does it say that?
When China buys their soybeans.
When China buys their soybeans, China
Do you
has no
not know
reason to
about the
buy.
trade deal? Do you not know about the trade deal they did? Like confused about it.
What trade deal? What is the name of it? Because there's nothing on paper. Yes, you can go in front of a news camera and say there's a deal, but unless it's on paper and actually
All of this
set
stuff is
up.
on paper. We've already been over this before.
Oh, okay,
Ten
but
trillion dollars was sitting in a bank account.
where's the trade deal?
China has pledged to buy 25 million metric tons of soybeans annually.
But China still has a 10% tariff on U.S. soybeans.
For American
That
farmers, 2026 is better looking than
what
2025.
this is not a trade deal. This is just a agreement to buy some soybeans one time.
It's just an agreement to buy something, motherfucker. That's a trade deal,
No,
and that's exactly
oh
what
my
trade
God. Do
is.
you
That's what
understand
trade
what
is. Buy and sell. You know what trade is? That's an agreement to
NAF
buy
NAF
something. That is called a trade
NAFTA
deal. That is
NAFTA
called a trade deal.
NAFTA was a trade
What does
deal.
trade mean? Yes, because that involves trading. This is a trade deal.
No, I'm talking about an actual agreed upon long-term trade deal that helps people over any amount of time.
Yeah, it's
This
called
is
for
this
2026, 2027, 2028.
this is 10. They still have 10% tariffs on soybeans, on U.S. soybeans.
And what did the tariffs they had before?
10 ever
No, that's what
since
the
Trump.
tariff.
No,
That's
wait
what
a
the
second.
Trump tariff had. That's the tariff Trump has on them. Yes, Trump has a
Is
10% tariff on them. Yes, you're right.
but
Correct.
that ten
And they
percent
have to
tariff.
buy our soybeans.
Let me speak. That 10% tariff on the U.S. is only there because Trump started to tariff China.
No, Biden's tariff was
That
higher than 10%.
no,
Biden's tariff was higher.
that ten
Biden
percent
Trump lowered the
that ten
tariff.
percent soybean tariff was not there before Trump started doing what he was doing.
It was lower. Did the
Yes,
10%
it was
tariff
lower.
go lower than Biden thanks to Trump? Let's Google it. The answer is yes, the tariff went lower. So take that.
Yes, under Biden.
No, under Trump.
Where
Let's see.
as of late 2025, it's still at 10%.
It says the average standard tariff is 9%. What did Biden have? What was Biden's China tariff? Let's take a look. No, we're the AI masters. We're wizardry. It said he had
Wizardry.
about 19 to 20%. It said Biden
19.
had, yeah, the Biden administration China's were essentially a surgical
That was
strategy.
on that's Biden's tariffs on Chinese goods. What how much was Chinese tariffing our goods before Trump started this war?
We're talking about how much we're tariffing China. What are we talking about? How much we tariff China or how much they tariff us?
The reason soybean farmers are suffering is because
We
China.
lowered the tariffs. I just proved it to
Oh,
you.
you're gonna let me speak. You're
Under
no
Biden, are you gonna let
no
me
let
prove my point?
hold on because you just asked me why did I bring this up? So soybean farmers are suffering because there's a 10% soybean tariff on their products when they try to send it to China.
That's a flat rate tariff on everything. Biden had an average tariff of 20%. Trump's tariff is 10%. What are you not understanding? You read it just now. Is that not what it says? Biden's average tariff is 20%.
No,
Trump's average
that's
tariff is
Biden's tariff
10%.
on Chinese goods coming into America. How much was our tariffs when China was charging us for on our soybeans going over there?
No, when we have a 10% flat rate tariff on every country. So that means instead of 20% now we have 10%. Are you understanding? It's not an export, it's an import. It's a
I don't
tariff on
care about
everything. It's a
I don't care
reciprocal
about the
tariff.
stuff coming over here. That's what I'm
It's a
telling you.
reciprocal tariff, okay? It's a reciprocal.
We're talking about specifically soybeans. Before Trump, was there a 10% soybean tariff coming from China?
No, but you said everything. I think there was let's see, a soybean tariff in the past, possibly. That was smart.
That's what I'm telling you. Is that this is why soybean farmers are suffering right now.
No, is that 25%? They dropped it down to 10%.
It was at 25% when Trump started this war, yes.
And now they agreed to buy more soybeans than ever.
They were buying more soybeans than that before Trump started this mess.
But
Do
the
you want do
Chinese,
you Do
You
you
don't
want to look at the
understand. The
number of
Chinese,
soybeans that they were buying a year before this?
but look at the overall economy. The Chinese retaliation tariff was
The economy is not
25%.
better.
Look, are you gonna let me talk? You're just gonna keep interrupting me. I'm looking at the tariff and trade policy. I'm looking at the overall Chinese part of it right now, okay? It says under Biden, there was a 25% Chinese retaliation tariff. Now, under Trump, there's a 13% Chinese retaliation rate. If you want tariffs to go lower, isn't Trump your guy then? Because he has lower tariffs than Biden did.
This is after he removed those 50% tariffs that he implemented
This was after
earlier.
he negotiated. He already
This
negotiated with them.
There was nothing.
He negotiated in 2025.
You call that a
So,
negotiation?
yes, dude, I just told you Biden had a 25% Chinese tariff,
Wait a second.
retaliation tariff.
A
The current
one-time.
retaliation tariff
Wait a
was
second.
13%.
A one-time buy of our soybeans, and still having a 10% tariff on our soybeans is good to you.
That improves the economy. We lowered the
But
retaliation tariff.
that's in a that's in a worse position than we left
No,
b-
that means we can ship
before
our
this
goods
war.
over to China for cheaper.
Oh my
Like,
god!
what the fuck are you talking about? That means we can ship our goods over to China for cheaper. Like, that means we can sell more shit to China. Like, is it hard for you to understand basic economics? You
But
can sell
what
this shit to China.
what how is the soybean farmer that had to suffer through all of this coming out of this better?
Dude, a lot of these people are multi-millionaires. How are they coming out better? They got billions of dollars from the government. They just got a big contract with
Do
China to
you
buy
think the
more
average
soybeans than ever.
farmer is a millionaire?
I mean, you can look it up. Is the average American farmer a millionaire? I would probably say a lot of them are. Let's see. Maybe the majority of them are, I think. Let's see. Yes, the average American farmer is a millionaire. Yes.
The average American farmer.
The average net worth of a U.S. farm household is well over 1 million. Yes, they are millionaires.
I'm not
And most
talking
of
about
them,
the net worth of a millionaire. I mean,
oh,
not the
that's what
net
a
worth of a
million
farmer.
is. That's what a million is.
You know what a
He's a millionaire. Like, what the fuck are you
okay.
on about? He's a millionaire. What do you think a millionaire is, dude? This
Oh
is
my
rap
god.
music. It's not based on how many Rolexes you own or how many Bentleys you ride in. These are farmers, dude. The average net worth of a farmer. You want the average wage of a farmer? You want the take home pay? They're still basically a millionaire and they make a lot. But they're all going to be subsidized by the government, so the farm's not going to go anywhere. The average household income for a farmer is about $115,000 a year.
I thought you were going to get there.
So, but they're millionaires though.
The average farm household income is from 80,000 to 95,000 a year.
Well, I found 115,000 as of for 2026.
Yes,
But
profitable
U.S.
farms can make
Economic
up to
Research
100K.
Service. This is from the
Yes,
USD. This is the government source. So you're gonna let me say the government source? That's where I got my numbers from. USDA Economic Research Service.
I'm looking at the U.S. Bureau of Labor
Well,
Statistics.
what year is yours for? What
It
year is yours for?
is
Tell me something about the study.
twenty
What's the
five.
methodology?
2025.
What's the
This is a survey.
methodology? What's the methodology
Methodology of what?
of study?
It's a survey. It's not a study.
Okay, well, fair enough.
What the hell?
I was just fucking with you though, but how did they do the survey? That's my real question. The same
You
question,
need
dude.
help.
If you would call it something else, it doesn't matter what you call it. How did they get those numbers? They didn't survey everybody. So how did they do the survey?
This is the Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Okay, it's okay. You don't have they do the
The
survey.
United States Bureau of Labor Statistics. Do you
So
understand?
basically, the average
Employers
farmer
have
is
to
a
report
millionaire. The
statistics
average
to this
farmer is a
bureau.
millionaire, and they're doing fantastic. And now they have more profits ever. Thanks to China, they're going to get ahead. And also thanks to the fact that Trump has lowered the taxes. He's given them big supplements from the government. He's setting them up so in the future they don't have to get supplements from the government. That's what he's really doing. It's fantastic.
It it feels like y'all are doing a lot of caping for this man. But
No, serious, dude.
regardless of what you're saying, I'm still waiting for the positive things to appear out of this administration. Prices have gone nothing but up. Nothing has
Like
gone
over
down yet.
200,000 millionaires were created this
Ever
year.
since the beginning of this
Like
administration,
200,000 millionaires were
a,
created.
a
Stock
war has
market's at
started.
all-time high.
A war has
The
started.
economy's booming. Everyone's
Congress
doing
has passed a
fantastic.
bill. Congress has passed a bill to release the Epstein files. They still haven't fully been released. Um,
Everyone's
bills.
making money hand over
I
fist. They're gonna get big ass tax returns. How
ICE
many
and the
tax
National
returns did
Guard.
you get?
ICE and the National
Your
Guard
tax
is on the
return went
streets.
from 5,500 to 6,500.
I
Thanks to
mean,
those three kids.
Trump
Thank
has
you,
done
Donald J. Trump. Man, you
Trump
got
has done
that
a
big
lot
ass
over the
child
past 2 years.
tax credit. You got that big
Yes,
ass tax credit, that child tax credit.
Trump has done a lot over the
So
past
now
two
lick
years,
that
but
Trump
it's
boot.
been nothing
Lick
positive.
that Trump boot. Yes, it has. You just admitted you got that big ass tax credit, boy.
I ain't getting
Three
no tax
children,
credit for
three
what?
children, 1,500 each apiece. The child
The
tax
tax.
credit.
How much was this? Well, how much was this tax credit before Trump got into office?
It went up a couple $100 a kid. But if you
A
got three
couple
kids, four
hundred
kids,
bucks.
5 kids, that adds up quick. And a couple $100. But hey, if when you have 5 kids, man, that really adds up.
Bro.
That's like over $1,000 increase, dude. Don't be
It,
fucking with me.
I
Come on.
mean, it doesn't matter if the
You
increase
know
on
it's true.
gas and groceries
You know
is
it's
eating that
true.
couple $100 up.
Oh, so you admit that you're breaking even.
No, what I'm saying is
Hell
that
yeah, man. At least you admit that you're breaking even, and at the same time, the stock market's going
there
up, the
there
job
are
market's
other
getting
issues
better.
going. No, it's not breaking even. I never
You
said
just
that.
said that you were breaking even 2 seconds ago. Yeah, you
No,
said with
I
that money
said
I get,
even.
that's just gonna pay off my
See,
gas.
this is why I can't. Even if I do give you that, people do get a couple $100 extra on their child tax credit. Do you understand that prices are still going up?
Prices, when have prices not gone up? I think prices are down in my area. Prices
What
are
happened
down
to
in my
that? What
area.
happened to that energy during Biden?
Well, prices went up 55, 75% 1 year. Now
Exactly.
prices are going down in my
Yeah.
local area.
Okay.
Prices
Yeah.
under Biden, a steak was $35. Now it's $25. So thank you, Donald J. Trump. It's just been the liberal
I
shithole.
guarantee
It's
you if you
just been
use
that
I guarantee you if you use that little Google AI, you
prices
will
didn't even go up
and
around your area. Prices didn't even go up around your area.
you
No,
ask
prices
that
didn't
little
even
AI.
go up.
I can look it up to see.
You live in the
And I
cheapest area in the fucking country. Prices didn't go up.
Yes, and even in the cheapest state in the country, prices still have gone up.
No, they haven't.
Gas still
No,
goes
they
up.
haven't.
So
Wait,
you
you
telling
got a
me
new
gas
Democrat
hasn't gone
governor?
up here?
Depends. You got a governor, Democrat governor.
No, we are the reddest state and the most unhealthy and the poorest state in the country.
You're not the most red state. You got your leaders ain't real
We
conservative. I
are the
don't hear
reddest
y'all.
state in the country.
Then why didn't y'all crack down on trans like we did?
Like
Why didn't
who
y'all
did?
crack down on gun rights like Florida did?
That Mississippi has eliminated that out of the schools. What are you talking about?
Men can't go in women's bathrooms in Florida, but in Mississippi, men can go in women's bathrooms.
That's not true.
It is true. There's only 2 states in the country where they banned men from entering women's bathrooms, and Florida and Utah. That's it. Y'all ain't that red, dude.
But
Not
what
to
does that
mention,
have
do
to
you
do?
guys even got
Wait a second.
constitutional carry? You guys even got constitutional carry over there? Huh?
What
Are you
does
sure?
these what does these little picking pry little things
I'm trying to see
throughout the
if y'all are
his
most redneck
throughout
state in the country. You aren't the
throughout
most
the
redneck.
history. Wait a second. Just think about this for a second. Throughout the history of each state, which one do you think has a more conservative history or a more progressive history? Florida or Mississippi?
Florida, Florida,
Which one does it have a more progressive history?
Mississippi,
You just talking, bro.
Mississippi
This is
for
a
sure.
waste of time.
Nah,
This
Mississippi
is
for
a waste
sure.
of time.
Where do you think they still do people dirty? Where do you think they still have the KKK rallies at? They don't have that shit in Mississippi.
The KKK is right down the street from me. What are you talking about?
No, they
They
aren't.
like I still remember seeing KKK rallies in the newspaper when I was a kid.
Everyone's seen that, dude. That ain't
Not
special.
everybody, no. I'm talking about actual parades in
Yeah,
Laurel,
everyone's seen that,
Mississippi.
dude. They always do it in front of the courthouse. The KKK comes out every Friday night to the
Oh,
courthouse.
and
So
I wonder what side of the political spectrum they land on today.
they're the Democrats.
Oh,
Yeah, they love when
Mississippi,
black women run for president.
Mississippi should be very blue.
Oh, there's not a lot of KKK there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember it being small crowds there. It was quite a lot of people at those parades.
How many people?
Thousands.
Speaking of the KKK, how do you feel about the SPIC funding $3 million to with your Democrat donations
Yes, I
while
thought
while
you would.
calling while
I
calling Charlie Kirk racist? By the way, we can't forget they
I
called Charlie Kirk
I
a
thought
racist
you would touch on
and
this.
some bigot.
And
Allegedly, I heard.
for the 17 people, well, no, 7 people watching, please go to my YouTube page and check out my most recent video. I actually did a video on this actual issue right here, and that indictment is a complete farce. What they're doing is trying to say that the SPLC sent money to people to keep up organizations like the KKK, which is a complete lie. What the SPLC did and has been doing for a long time is infiltrating and investigating these hate organizations, and they paid informants to inform on these organizations. And the FBI has been aware of this for a long time and has been a part of these investigations with the SPLC.
Oh, so you have their bank statements and everything, and you've seen all that before. I didn't know you had access to that. I didn't know you had a law
No,
degree. What was the name of the law
it's
school you
aware.
went to? And what was the name of the what was the bank
Every
records? Where do you download
everybody
those
is
from?
aware. I mean, everybody that
Where do you
knows
download
what the
those from?
SPLC is before
I think
all
the
of this
F
happened
I think the FBI knows
is
what they're
aware of what
doing.
happened.
I think the FBI knows what they're doing with the Southern
Oh, just
Poverty
like
Law.
just like what they did with James Comey
Yeah, they
and
knew what they were doing.
Letitia James.
Yeah, Letitia James is gonna get another indictment. It's
No,
only a
no,
matter of
no.
time.
Those are two indictments that fell straight
No,
through
they're
the
getting
floor because
another indictment sooner or
this
later because
FBI
there was
is
a
political.
Democrat prosecutor. Because there was a
No,
Democrat prosecutor. That's why
this is Trump's DOJ. What are you
it
talking
was
about?
not
This
Trump.
is
It was not Trump didn't implement the person that was prosecuting him.
Trump tweeted before these indictments came out that James Comey and Letitia James needs to both be indicted.
SPLC tripled their donations
So what?
to the KKK. Really? So what?
They didn't
Because
triple no
they're
donations.
Democrats. They can send money to the KKK. It's okay.
They they didn't send. So do you think the FBI sends money to the Crips?
Depends when you're talking about exactly.
If the FBI needs an informant and they pay that informant, are they sending money
That's
to them
not what
Crips?
happened. The FBI would know. They wouldn't arrest them. Don't make mistakes like that.
What do you mean the FBI
That's
would
how
know
I
what?
know it's a blatant lie. The FBI
No,
doesn't make
no,
mistakes
no.
like that, dude. They're not
It's a
amateurs.
whole history of the FBI making
I
mistakes
know
like that.
you. I know you think President Trump
So wait a
and the
second.
FBI is
You
just
think the
amateurs like
FBI
you.
never made that mistake with the mafia?
They made mistakes before. I'm not saying that. If that's where you're trying to go. I mean, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying they're not going to make a
Okay,
little
so
mistake like
what I'm
this.
saying is that we understand that these
It's been
payments,
days. Why
these
did they just
payments
say
were
they made a
were were
mistake
not
then?
were not to hate
What?
organizations. They were
This is
to
a
informants.
this is a federal crime. We can't forget
The
the rate
the
of prosecution. What's the rate of
So
prosecution for
wait a
federal
second.
crimes? What's
Let's
the
go
rate of
over.
prosecution? What's the rate of prosecution for federal crimes? What's the
I
rate of
think
guilt? What's the guilty rate?
before the Trump administration, it was within the 90th percentile. But what I'm saying is that since
So there's
Trump
around a
and this, no,
97%
wait a
chance
second,
they're going to
because
go to prison.
this is
97% chance they're going down.
let me continue talking. What's interesting is since Trump and Cash Patel and all these other people have taken control of the DOJ, that percentage is less than half now.
Why would informants get paid 3 million? Said just sounds stupid.
Do you know how much the FBI pays their informants?
A good amount of money, but you're telling me they paid them $3 million to do that?
This is not in one payment. This is over a long period of time.
Most of the informants, the FBI gives them $3 million. So what? You're telling me they paid two KKK members $1 million?
This is not all in one payment. Do you think they paid $3 million in one check?
That's what I'm saying. Why are you comparing it to the FBI?
Because when you have informants that you are interested in getting information out of, or getting these informants to get information out of hate organizations like the KKK, you have to pay these people to do these things.
And if you were contacting the FBI and you were telling them you were regularly doing it, why would they get confused and arrest you? How does that make any sense?
That's why the FBI was aware of these things well before Cash Patel
So
and the other
how did
guy
they get
got in there.
confused and arrest them? So why did they tell Casper tell them?
Because this is a political targeting operation.
This is not a political targeting
So
operation.
what
Southern
happened? Wait
Poverty
a
has
second.
never done anything
Okay,
against
let me
criminals.
reply to that. What happened with James Comey?
Huh?
What happened with James Comey?
A lot of things. What do you mean by that?
No, he was indicted. What
He
happened to that?
posted a
What
death
happened
threat
with
against
that
the
indictment?
president.
No, he was indicted. What happened to that indictment?
They never looked at it. They just said he's not guilty.
Letitia James. What happened to her indictment?
Who cares? This isn't about Letitia James. This is
This
about
DO this
SLPC.
DOJ does not
Manufactured.
care about justice. They care about theater.
So you're telling me a group that allegedly protects black communities and all these places would definitely never give, an organization to fuel racism because racism is at an all-time low in America. And you're telling me they wouldn't pay money to fuel racism?
Where's
To
the proof
triple
of
their
that?
profits?
Where's the proof of that?
Their bank statements. That's where the proof is. Did you see their bank
That
statements?
is not proof of anything. Can you agree that those payments were going to informants?
No, they weren't. What evidence of that do you
Even the
have?
DOJ says that
The DOJ says what?
those payments are going to informants.
Where do they say that?
What the DOJ is arguing is that they misrepresented the donations. But they even the DOJ agrees that those payments were going to informants.
Let's see. If they misrepresented them, that's a crime. But I don't think that's what they said.
They
Let's
never
see.
misrepresented donations. There's no donor out there that's saying that the SPLC misrepresented the donations or misrepresented their spending. There's no complaints out there from any donor. So this is a waste of time. This is a waste of taxpayer dollars. I don't understand why so many Republicans and so many the MAGA media machine is so ready to hop on this without looking past the headline. It's crazy. I mean, it's completely crazy to me because I even see some black people hopping onto this without looking past the headline.
They never said that, someone said.
Go back and look at the press conference where they announced this indictment. They said that the SPLC was paying informants using shell shell accounts.
The government's case isn't built on the argument that these payments weren't just for information, but essentially functioned as a salary for the leaders of these various groups. So yeah, they
This
basically
is,
paid them a salary. They didn't pay them. They didn't pay
but that's
them
one,
for information.
but that's what I'll continue to say. You can't expect that $3 million to be paid all in one check. If you expect somebody, the purpose of the SPLC is to to investigate in these hate organizations. In order for them to do that, they have to have some type of infiltration or people within the organization informing on the people in the
They
organization.
gave the Grand Wizard $160,000. I mean, how the fuck is that for anything but a salary, dude? Like, is that like what the fuck? And for one rally, they paid $270,000 to go to some fucking KKK rally. Like, what the fuck, dude? They're literally funding fucking KKK
They
rallies.
they 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 are not funding KKK rallies. You just
Dude,
said it
it
out your mouth.
said
Wait
they
wait a second.
paid 270,000 for a KKK rally.
No, they said they paid. Read the exact language.
An informant who was a member of the online planning group for 2017 rally was allegedly paid $270,000.
Okay, informant was a
So,
member of the planning group, right?
so they paid 270,000
No,
to rally people.
they paid that informant.
Yes, to fucking
So
make a rally.
for no,
They
wait a
paid
second,
the
because
KKK
you're
rally.
I think your IQ is showing here. For that person to be considered an informant, he had to have done what?
I don't know, snitch on them or do something like that.
So that means what?
It doesn't mean that he won't fucking give the money to
Oh
them.
my god, bro, you are
He's giving the money straight to
you
them.
are
What do you think he's
impossible, bro.
doing?
You're impossible, bro. That's what I'm saying is that you guys are so ready to hop on any bandwagon that Trump throws in front of y'all that y'all are just I don't understand it, bro. I
They were
really don't.
literally paid. They paid the fucking KKK rallies. Either way, if there's a crime, there's a crime. If they were giving money to the KKK, I don't give a fuck if it was for an
If this
informant,
wait a
dude.
second, if
If
this
they
person is
paid a
if
Grand Wizard $160,000,
no,
yeah, they should go
they
to jail.
paid an informant who was on the planning committee. That doesn't mean that they paid him to plan the KKK rally. They
It
paid him
said,
to be an informant.
did you read the title of it? It says a former KKK Grand Wizard. The DOJ alleges that over $160,000 was diverted to leaders that include a former Grand Wizard of the KKK through a field source.
Okay,
So they gave the Grand Wizard of the KKK
a
$160,000.
former Grand Wizard does that words right.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was a former Grand
So
Wizard
they give
that
a
became
racist
that.
KKK
No, wait a
guy.
second. Let's understand the definition of these
So you're
words.
saying, oh, it
This
ain't
no.
too bad. It ain't too
So
bad. He's just a former Ku
we
Klux
can't.
Klan
No,
member.
let's go over these definitions like we're in grade school. The
He was
former
still
Grand
supporting it.
the the former Grand Wizard who was an informant, right? He was an informant, right?
No, it doesn't say that. It says it was diverted. It says the funds were diverted from somewhere to send to him. So I don't know how the fuck that guy got the money. It doesn't say he was an
Where
informant.
did it come from? An informant?
Hold on, I'm reading it.
Yeah.
They paid a KKK member and their spouse $3,500 as well.
For what?
Let's see.
For what reason?
To allow the KKK to participate in a highway cleanup program. allegedly to them. What are we doing here? We're debating. Yes,
Yeah.
according to, let's see, he was not yet reformed. It says right here that KKK Grand Wizard guy, when they paid him $187,000, he was not yet reformed.
Okay.
He was still an active Ku Klux Klan member, and they gave him 187,000 fucking dollars. No, it was actually more than that. I think 207 or like, let's see, hold on, let's go back up here. They give him like $180,000, dude. Like, I thought you were like this, white man bad thing. And dude, did the Democrats once again convince the black man to defend the Ku Klux Klan? Like,
I'm
dude,
not
I'm
defending the Ku
wondering.
Klux Klan. I think you're just trying to be on purpose, trying to be dishonest to
No,
the
you know
people
those
that's
black
watching.
people that have rebel
Um,
flags? Those black people have rebel flags that go to those Dixiecrat stores. There's Dixiecrat stores all through the South. I'm sure you've seen a couple black dudes going inside of them and giving themselves a rebel flag. I mean, maybe that could be your type of thing if you're going to be on this kind of wave where you're supporting the Ku Klux Klan.
no, I
I
don't
mean, you
support the
are a Democrat
KKK. I don't.
already.
Yeah, but we understand who's the party of the KKK today.
They gave, dude, y'all fuckers gave a Ku Klux Klan member $250,000, that an active Grand Wizard, and you're gonna sit here and tell me
But
that Republicans
who are
are the
the
Ku Klux
actual
Klan?
members? Who are the actual members of the KKK today? The KKK still exists
They don't
to
support
this day.
Trump. Most of them are either they're like
Do are,
Dixiecrats.
are we being real?
I
Are
mean,
we being honest?
I don't know why the Grand Wizard of the KKK would be Republican if he got 180 or $250,000 from the Democrats. Why would that make
Do
him
you
want to go Republican?
do you honestly think that
When someone gives you $250,000, is that going to make you want to join the other team?
see, first of all, you're making a lot of connections that really don't make any sense.
The Grand Wizard got a
Um,
$250,000 from the Democrats. That's fantastic. The fucking
Wait a
Grand
second.
Wizard of the
And
KKK.
this is why I'm saying I don't think you really understand the English language. First of all, those
The
payments to
informant
when
getting the
those
money, I don't care. That's a good guy. But the Grand Wizard and all the other Ku Klux Klan members
how
getting
did the
it?
Grand Wizard get the money?
Well, that's a good question. If you had it through the informant, that's fucked up. Or if he was the informant, then that's fucked up. He's not a good guy. It's he was an active Grand Wizard. You can't be an active Grand Wizard.
This is why I'm saying you're. It's this expectation that this nonprofit organization is supposed to
Oh,
have a better rate.
the way the Grand Wizard got the money was that they set up a fake company. They set up like some kind of allegedly set up fake companies that hold no employees and no actual business. Use fonts to make the payments look like a standard business transaction. They opened fake companies and they a bunch of different companies with fake bank accounts. That's wire fraud. That's another thing they're being charged with because they're moving up.
Oh no.
You can't
Let me
fraudulently
take a look
start a
at
bunch
this
of
because
companies.
I can't take I understand that there are shell companies that they use to pay informants for situations like this, but your whole Grand Wizard story is
That's wire fraud. You can't do that. You can't use a bunch of old companies to pay an informant. That's not how they get
yes you
paid.
can. The
That's wire
FBI does
fraud.
it all the time.
That's wire fraud. They didn't get paid by the FBI.
When
They got
yes, a
paid
shell
by the
company.
SPLC, but as a
But that's
shell
what I'm
company.
saying. When the FBI pays informants, where do you think the check is signed FBI?
I think they have a shell company they already use specifically, and I think that this is not the FBI, so they can't do the same thing. This is not government fucking people, dude. These are civilians. These are criminals. The
if this is
SPLC,
if this
they
is
cannot do wire fraud. If I did this, I want to get 20 years in prison. But you're telling me they can do this? No, sir. That's wire fraud. That's the biggest crime here. That would be worse. That's a bigger crime than giving money
hold on.
to the
I'm
KKK.
a circle back around that because I don't think you really know the details behind that.
I do. It
Um,
is. It's obvious. You asked me how the Grand Wizard got his money, and it was through business entities, fictional business
and
entities.
acted as a
They were
source.
laundering money. Donor
Wait a
money was
second.
moved
Wait a
from
second. So
SPL's
wait a
main
second.
accounts into bank accounts.
Hold on. So I just dug into your Grand Wizard little story here. So you're saying that this Grand Wizard did never acted as a source for the SPLC's monitoring network.
I never said that.
So he was providing information to the SPLC.
Well, probably that's how he got his money. You can't pay someone $160,000 that's
So wait a
actively in Ku
second.
Klux Klan. He was an
So
active member of Ku Klux
he
Klan.
was providing
He wasn't an
information.
informant.
He was providing information to the SPLC to help bring the KKK down.
He was doing it for money. He wasn't an informant. He was an active Ku Klux Klan member. He was still throwing up his set and doing his gang stuff actively. He was still going on drills with the homeboys daily.
I'm looking at the
And he was an
details here.
active gangbanger. He was an active gangbanger.
This was an undercover intelligent operation. The goal was to monitor violent extremist groups and share info with law enforcement. So they were directly sharing information with law enforcement throughout this whole process.
Was he still committing crimes against blacks and doing racist shit? Yes, the answer is yes.
Wait a second, what you say?
Was he still committing crimes and doing racist shit against black people and throwing up his set and being in the Ku Klux Klan?
Yes, if you work for the FBI and you go undercover with the skinheads,
He
you're probably
wasn't
gonna do.
working with the FBI. They came out of nowhere and offered him money, and he was
Okay.
greedy.
So if you work for anything, if you work for some company that needs you to go undercover for the skinheads, you're probably gonna do some racist stuff, right?
But this was not by the FBI. You can't do an operation like this if
I
you're a
don't.
private company.
Okay, outside of the FBI, because there are
You can't do
nonprofits.
that. That's why it's illegal.
Wait
That's
a
why you
second.
can't do money
That
fraud.
that's that that's
You can't move
that's
around your money with shell companies.
that's a
That's
part of
illegal.
SPLC's mission statement. They've been working with law enforcement throughout this whole process. So if this was illegal, why would they work with law enforcement?
They weren't working with the FBI.
They was working with the FBI.
Let's see. They gave
There's information
information to the FBI, but
there's
they weren't working
information on this
directly with the
predating
FBI.
there's
They were
information
giving
predating
information to the
The
FBI. Yeah.
Biden era. So law enforcement going up to the FBI was aware of this. They had no this is not some conspiracy that they were hiding.
Huh?
This is not some conspiracy that they were hiding.
Yes, it
But
was
everybody how?
because they got caught doing it. They paid a Ku Klux Klan members. They paid
It,
a bunch of Ku Klux Klan members. Is it that hard to get
why
those
would I
names?
communicate to the people that I'm trying to hide this operation from?
Why would you give a Ku Klux Klan member $250,000? Does that seem okay with you?
Because he was an informant.
What did he do that was worth $250,000? Inform on what?
He he acted as a source for the SPLC's monitoring network.
A source for what? For a private public company?
No, he provided details on several different KKK movements, operations, and roster structure.
He gave what?
He provided
What was the last
information on
one?
the KKK's
Roster?
movements, operations, and roster structure, including several different information on how many weapons they had, if they had any explosives, and what were they planning on a large scale.
Acting Attorney General Todd Blank stated that the SPL never told any person in law enforcement that they're planning on paying off the Ku Klux Klan.
They are liars.
No, they're not. No
Todd
one
Blanche is
else.
a liar.
No one
Cash
else had made
Patel
any
is a
other
liar.
statement. No one
Cash Patel
else
is
had
a
made any
liar.
statement. So
because they
where's the
had no
person that
reason
has
to.
the evidence? Where's your proof? You're saying it's not fraud. Where's your proof it's real?
Because
I don't have
even
to
it,
I don't
oh,
have to
okay,
defend that it was fraud. I don't have to
even
defend it was fraud.
even
You have to defend
e-
if it was real. You have to defend if it
okay,
was real.
so let's agree. Even in that same press conference, they said that this information is going back to even the Biden days, because there was a press person there that asked them a question: "Is this new information?" And no, they said no. This is going back to even the Biden days. The Biden had information on the SPLC doing these things, and they didn't do anything because the SPLC was working with law enforcement. They he didn't say the last part, obviously.
No, he never said they were working with law enforcement because that's not true. That's a lie. You just lied on camera. They
So
never,
so he never
not one
so he
person
never so he never referred
ever
to,
said he was working with the SPL with the Grand
so
Wizard to
wait a
pay them
second.
off.
So Todd Blanche never said that Biden had information on the SPLC.
Nobody ever told, or no one ever said that law enforcement was planning to pay off the Ku Klux Klan. No one ever told law enforcement they were planning to pay off the Ku Klux Klan. Okay, you can't just pay off whoever the fuck you want because you're friends with the
Wait a
FBI.
second. Do you
That's not how
understand
it works. The
that's not what they were
SPLC
doing.
cannot make
That's
decisions to pay
that's
off the
not what
Ku
they were
Klux
doing.
Klan
Do you
without the
understand the
government's
English
decision.
language, my guy? They were not paying off the Ku Klux Klan. What were they doing? They were paying informants.
They're not allowed
The
to
F
pay anyone
Wait,
involved
wait,
with the
wait a
Ku
second.
Klux
Wait a
Klan
second.
without the government's permission.
You are wild. Was the
It's
FBI
an
aware?
organized crime group. You
Was the
cannot pay
FBI
an organized crime group.
was the FBI
You
aware that they were paying
legally cannot
informants?
pay. No, they were not. There's no
Yes,
evidence
they
of that.
were.
No, they weren't. There's no evidence of that. Ash Patel and the ex FBI director said no, that didn't happen. They were not working together in this specific incident. They worked together in the past before, but during this specific time, they were not working together. They did not agree. They were working together, but they did not agree to paying off the KKK. They never agreed to paying off the KKK. The FBI never told them they could do that.
Yes, there's no public announcement that, oh, the FBI is working with
There's
the
no proof.
SPLC. But there's
There's no
there's
proof
plenty
of
of
that.
proof that the SPLC had no problem working with law enforcement. There's plenty of proof of that.
Yeah, sure, but they never agreed to letting them pay off the Ku Klux Klan.
They didn't pay off the clue. What? Why was that money
They
sent?
did. They paid
Who
multiple active Ku Klux
who
Klan
was
members.
that
You think
money
they
sent to?
retired?
Who
Did
was
those
that
Ku
money
Klux
sent to?
Klan members retire to active Ku Klux Klan members? They didn't leave the
Why
Ku Klux
why
Klan.
why was that money sent?
They were still there. They never left. They're still
Why
there to
was
this
that money
day.
sent? Why was that money sent?
For them to give them their rosters on who's working there
No, more than that. Why was that
and
money
all this
sent?
other shit.
What was this person? What was their title as far as when it comes to
Grand Wizard.
SPLC? They were an informant.
And they never registered with the government. You can't
You
be an
you
informant unless you register with the government.
you don't get to be a informant if you don't inform.
You don't get to be an informant unless the government said you can. The government never fucking said you could. How hard is that to figure out? That's why they're being criminally charged. This
So
is
wait a
not
second.
fake criminal charges. I'm
Every
sorry,
private
prosecutors did
every
not spend
private
millions of
investigator is
dollars to
doing
drop
illegal stuff.
charges.
Every private investigator is doing illegal stuff.
No, but to investigate, to figure out if someone's doing a crime, you have to investigate.
Okay, but you don't
What
have
is
to
your
get the
point?
okay
Every
from the FBI to
single
investigate.
Listen, just because you think they're stupid doesn't mean that they're stupid. Every single thing says right here, all the evidence leads to the fact that they did not tell the FBI that they're paying off the Ku Klux Klan. These people were actively in the
There's
Ku Klux Klan.
there's no
If you
proof
want
of
to call
either.
them informants, you can. They were actively in the Ku Klux Klan. They didn't leave after they snitched. They stayed in the Ku Klux Klan.
And wait a second. Why should I believe this indictment anyway if the last two indictments from Comey and Letitia James were
So what?
just
One indictment,
completely
two
disappeared?
indictments don't stick, and then you're going to say they're all fake all of a
They
sudden. Okay,
completely
wait and
disappeared.
see. You don't have to believe it. I don't need you to believe it.
What successful
You
indictment
have to
actually went
prove it
through?
to me it's fake. I don't have to prove it to you that it's going to
Name
go
a
through.
name a successful indictment from this DOJ.
The current one, they
This is not
arrested plenty of
successful yet.
people. Are you
They they
general?
announced that
They
this is
are
what
they arrest
this is
they arrest
this
more
is what
top
they
10
do.
wanted criminals than anyone else
Oh
in
my
history.
God.
What are you talking about?
No,
Like,
I'm
what the
talking
fuck are you
about
yambling about?
these political themed indictments. What this
You
is
can
what they
name
do.
one success, and I said they arrested more top 10
This
fugitives than
they
anyone else
do this
before.
every time. They come out,
Because
announce
they
the
catch
indictment.
fugitives that are politicians,
You won't let me
got
finish.
more.
They come out, announce the indictment, and once the indictment is announced, they have the MAGA media yell about it for the next week or so. Then nobody hears nothing else about it afterwards.
What do you mean, MAGA media? They heard about it. They just,
You're a
a
part of it.
Democrat prosecutor dropped the cases.
This is pure theater. This is what this is. There's nothing that's going to come out of this indictment.
Cash Patel literally just dropped proof, apparently. Okay, if you can send the link to that proof, I'll gladly pull it up if anyone else
This
there
is
has that
crazy.
link to the proof. But when he drops the proof, what are you going to say then? It's fake still?
Proof of what?
I don't know. Someone in the chat said,
I'm not seeing any proof.
well, I didn't see it yet, but they will drop it. I think Cash Patel's on his way out anyway because that's not even Trump's original pick. He just had to get someone that the Senate would approve. And unfortunately, that's a lot of his picks.
Whatever, man. Everybody's perfect until Trump's fired them. Like this whole administration is perfect, but the turnover rate
It's
over the
not
past
perfect.
year has been
80%. I've been
crazy.
saying it since the beginning that around 80% of it, 670 to 80% of it's perfect. The Biden's whole cabinet was horrible. Would you agree or no? What's up,
The
Tom? What's
Biden
up,
whole
Tom?
cabinet is horrible.
Biden's whole
Wow.
cabinet was horrible. That's what I said. I said it with proper English.
For Trump to be to have such a great cabinet and be such a good negotiator, he's not able to get anything done.
What do you mean? You literally just told me that you got hundreds of dollars extra on your tax return for your 5 kids.
Yes, the only piece of legislation that he's passed in 2 years.
And you also said that you own stocks and the stock market is way up. So what the fuck are you complaining about?
A part of being president means that
What
you
about
have to
salaries raising? What
wait
about
a
salaries
second.
raising?
You understand politics, right? And you've been watching politics before Trump, right? I'm just
Yeah,
asking. Okay. So we understand that overall, the point of the president is to use his bully pulpit to get legislation passed. Outside of the big beautiful bill, what has Donald Trump helped get passed?
the big beautiful bill is worth like 5 or 10 things, and executive orders they might only be short term, even if they get rid of them eventually. At least we had them for 4 years. That still benefits
What
society.
legislation has
But a
Trump
lot of them, he
passed?
gets the big beautiful bill is like 5 times bigger than any of Biden's bills.
Yes, for
And
spending.
Trump's also on track to pass more bills. He's
It's
about to
crazy
pass.
that
He's about to pass the Save America
we
Act because he
start
exposed y'all's voting fraud. Save America Act is
we
about to
started the
pass.
Trump administration
When the Save America
with
Act
Doge.
passes
No,
and y'all can't win
because
midterm, don't cry to
I
me.
want to
Don't
touch
cry
on
to
a
me.
bit bill for bill for a second. We started the Trump administration with Doge doing all these cuts.
You
Then
don't even know how many pages are in
the
the big
bit
beautiful
bill for
bill.
then the bit bill for bill comes along, and we're spending more than we ever have. What's the point of doing the cuts?
So you're telling me in 2025 we spent more than we did in 2024?
Yes.
You're telling me we had a bigger deficit as well?
No. I'm saying that we spent more.
What about our deficit? Was our deficit, did we add more to the deficit in 2025 or 2024? I mean, 20,
No.
which one?
No, we spent more.
Our deficit was what in 2025 to 2024? What was the change?
I don't know the exact number of the deficit, but I know it
Oh,
did
so
not.
our deficit went down, but we still spent more
Yes,
money
yes, because of the tax
because we
on the
got rid of
American
fraud.
people called tariffs.
Because we got rid of fraud. 35%
No,
of
but
Trump's cabinet
no,
left by
because
any
of
of Obama's.
tariffs.
71%. So who's bad and high?
What?
35% of Trump's cabinet left by his term, by his first term. 71% of Obama's cabinet left by his term, by the end of his first term.
Obama had 8 years.
I'm talking about 4 years versus 4 years.
It
Obama's
sounds
first
like
term?
it sounds like you're doing 4 years versus two. Are you
No, we're
sure those
definitely
numbers are?
yeah, 4 versus 4. There's no 2 years. What the fuck you talking about? 2 years. I'm pretty sure Tom can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what he said in his super chat. I'm sorry. You're gonna say no one likes. You're gonna say it's a racial thing. You
Yes,
don't.
yes. The Trump administration has a higher turnover rate. Around 60 to 80% of White House staff have left within the first 2 years.
Time. What? Who has a higher turnover rate?
Trump,
That's not true. Fire doesn't count.
in Obama's first term, he had one to two majors depart 1 to 2 major departures per year. Do you
Let's take a
understand
look.
that?
Let's take a look.
For a
I'm just
whole
reading what
term.
Time said. I'm just reading what Time said. Yeah, Time. It looks like the number's wrong.
Yes, he's wrong. Trump's turnover rate is
Well,
60 to 80%,
yeah, it looks like the
depending on how you
number's
want to
wrong
put it.
then. You're lacking with these
In
numbers.
just two
It's
years.
not 60 to 80%. Mine it says it's 29%. Your numbers are lies too, but my number says it's around 29% turnover rate. But that's because they're including the fucking federal worker layoff, I think. Yeah, that's why they're including that. That's why the numbers are high.
Oh, okay.
But if you don't include that, firings don't count. If you don't include firings, then it's much lower.
This is why I'm saying, like,
Let's see, what is it? Let's see if we don't
it,
include
it,
firings.
if this was any other politician or president, even on the left side, we will be calling this guy horrible. But for some reason, you guys love the heck out this guy because he seems simple, like half of America.
He's not simple at all. He's way more complex than Sleepy Joe or
He
Kamala
he
Harris.
he he's a little funny, so he should be a good leader.
Google
He's
states
cowardly.
35% while by the end of Obama's term was 71% his two staff. I don't know
Don't
where you're seeing that
Bar-
from. What's the link on
Barack
that? I
Obama
don't see that.
first 4 year term 38%. Donald Trump first 4 year term 66 to 82%. If you want to look at just first terms, it's not a comparison, like at all.
I'm trying to see if there's any studies that he's showing that are like that because I really don't see them. Oh, it does say. Let's see. The 71% figure refers to the turnover rate of the president's senior advisors. So it had a 71% turnover rate on his senior advisors.
And what's the percentage for Trump? 91%.
We're comparing 2013 to 2017. He had a 35% turnover.
No, I'm talking about the White House senior staff. If you use that same 71% percentage numbers and compare that to Trump's White House senior staff turnover rate, it's 91%.
No, but Trump's first year was 35%, and Obama's end of his first term was 71% or percent. You know, Trump's first year was
Obama,
35%
Obama,
turnover.
no, Trump's
Yeah,
first term was
Trump's
91%.
first
I'm looking at
year,
it.
Trump's first
No,
year was
first
35%
term,
turnover.
first term, my guy.
We're comparing year by year.
No,
His
we're
first year was
comparing term by
35%
term.
versus 71%. I'm just
We're
telling you what it
comparing
says.
term by term. By
I'm
the
just
end of
telling you what
Trump's
he's looking
first
at.
term, it's 91%. By Obama's first term, it's 71. That's a big difference.
This is Obama's first term turnover. Obama's first term turnover was 71%. Trump's first year turnover was 35%.
First year. Why won't you do first term like Obama? That you know why you're not.
Because I'm showing accurate data?
No, because you know Trump's number is higher.
No, because I'm showing accurate. Yeah. I'm showing accurate data that Trump's number is lower.
No, you're doing 1 year of Trump's first term.
I'm just showing you the data how he's presenting it. I'm just showing you the data how he's presenting it. I'm not saying I agree
And
with it
he's
or I disagree
presenting
with
it
it.
in a biased way.
I actually prefer if he fires more people. That means he's doing a better job. That's what he
Oh
should be
my
doing.
God,
So hopefully
bro.
he is firing more people. But according to all
Have
this data, I'm just reading you what he read, what he dropped in super chats. I'm just reading his super chats. I'm not saying I agree with it or I disagree with it. But if it did happen, that probably means you're a better president.
anything to save Daddy Trump, huh?
Anything to save
Uh,
Joe Biden, make him look like a better
I could care
president than
less.
he
I could
is.
care less for Joe Biden.
The
But
first mulatto president.
yeah, it was fun. It's 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. I'm probably finna go ahead and wrap this up.
All right,
Ooh,
one
you
last
got you
thing.
got a
Time
nice little
says
$10 check. Yeah.
Donald Trump's first cabinet experience record setting turnover with approximate 35% or 14 to 20, depending on the specific study, inclusion of the cabinet level's office. Are you sure about that? He's saying it's 35% versus 71%. That's not the way I'm seeing the data. I'm seeing it says Trump's first year is 35%.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
think
where they're
Trump would
getting
fire
that.
a lot more people.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure
think
where they're
Trump
getting
would
that
fire a lot
information.
more
But
people, really.
yeah, the internet is kind of finicky like that. You have to kind of dig into things to get the real information, just like the Southern
Is his
Poverty Law
comment
Center
racist?
situation.
No, I
What
proved that to you. That was a scam.
numbers
I
don't
proved that to you. That was a scam. I don't even know why we
racist
pitted it.
party? Who is that?
They're giving to the money to the Ku Klux Klan. They weren't even allowed to do so. They weren't even supposed to. And you're defending it, dude. You're the same guy that says you're fighting for, you know, something. I don't know, Black Lives Matter or something like that. I guess that's what you
Oh
said
my
you're fighting
God!
for.
If you don't
Dude,
understand,
how the fuck do you support Black Lives Matter, but you don't? At the same time, you support the Ku Klux Klan. How does that make any sense?
nobody is supporting
Are
the
you
Ku
an
Klux
Uncle
Klan.
Ruckus? Are you an Uncle
No,
Ruckus?
no.
Yeah,
I
I
know
think you're
that
Uncle Ruckus.
you're intentionally playing ignorant. You're playing the
I
clown
think you're.
for
I think they call you Uncle
the
Ruckus in your
internet.
community.
Yeah, you're playing
No,
ignorant because you know what an
I
informant
think they
is.
call you an
You
Uncle
you
Ruckus
you know what an
in your
informant is.
community. He, his two, yes, 92%, but not far off average. His top was 92%, but not far off average.
You know
You're
what an
telling me other
informant
black
is.
people don't call you Uncle Ruckus? Yeah, an informant doesn't mean you can pay off the whole fucking Ku Klux Klan. That doesn't
That's
mean you
not
can
what
send
happened.
six. That doesn't mean you can send six
Did
million
checks go
dollars
out
to the
to the
Ku Klux
whole
Klan.
did checks go out to the whole organization?
You can't pay you can't pay anyone in organized crime without the government's direct insistence. That's a crime. You can't give money to a gang. That's right.
What was law enforcement involved?
You're gonna no, they weren't. You're gonna get hit with a RICO
Yes, they
charge.
were.
Not in that event, not in paying those Ku Klux Klan members. They were not
Law
alerted that
enforcement was
those Ku
involved.
Klux Klan. No,
Law
those Ku
enforcement
Klux
was
Klan
involved.
members were not involved in paying those Klan members. No, it wasn't, sir.
Law enforcement was
What
involved
evidence?
in
What
those
evidence do you have? What's your
SPLC
source?
investigations. We're gonna
Yes,
find out in this indictment.
in some of
What
them, but
what
not in this
I
one. They
you
did
want
not
to make a wager?
authorize money. They did not authorize money
You
to
want
go
to
to the
make a
Ku Klux
wager?
Klan.
I'm willing to bet that this indictment disappears just like James Comey's.
It ain't gonna disappear, but I ain't gonna make a wager on it. Hey, I'll think
Yeah, I
about it.
bet you won't.
I might
a
wager
hundred
on it.
dollars right now that this indictment disappears just like James Comey's.
I don't think it's disappearing. How this isn't even James Comey. This is not even a politician. This is a law firm. How is this a political
Because
attack?
you can indict a nonprofit organization, you can indict people. It don't matter if you are
So why
aiming
would
your
Trump target these
DOJ in a
people?
political
So why would
for a
DOJ have
political
targeted these
reason. The
people?
same reasons he
Why?
targeted James Comey
Why?
because James
James
Comey
Comey has
investigated him.
reason because he made death threats against Trump and investigated him. What did Southern Law Group
That's not the
do?
reason he was
What did
investigated though.
Southern Law Group do? What did Southern Law Group do?
What did Southern
Funding
Law Group?
criminal acts is primarily known as money laundering.
And
Specifically promotional
I
laundering,
guarantee you,
aiding
this
and abetting
indictment is
or
going.
conspiring. I guess you don't know that's a crime, but it is. So you don't try it.
Yes, and you have to prove it.
They have the bank receipts. They didn't ask the FBI. It's clear as day.
You don't know that.
They want your channel. Your whole
They have to
video is
prove it.
horseshit. I'll make a video
You
reacting to your video, and I'll show all the
please
stats on why you're wrong.
please do. Please do. I challenge you. But I guarantee you. Can we make this bet?
I'm gonna show
I
all the
really want to
stats.
make $100 because I think
I ain't gonna
I'm pretty
bet
sure
on a court
you got
case.
$100 in your pocket. You got
The
$100.
the
All,
evidence,
all
the
I'm saying is
evidence.
let's make this bet that I'm willing to bet this indictment disappears just like James Comey's.
I'll think about that. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
When it's looking like they're gonna get indicted, then
The,
you better put the money up.
they've been indicting people for political reasons for a year since Trump got into office, and these indictments have been falling through the floor.
The bank is the one who turned them in, literally. They're the one
That's a
who
lie.
reported it to the FBI.
The Cash Patel just came out there and said that donors they misrepresented donations. I mean, they misrepresenting spending on those donations, which means donors had to complain, but there are no donors coming out complaining because they know what the SPLC does.
Let's see. Let's take a quick Google search, and I'll give you a source. Did they report? Did the banks report them for wire fraud? They were reported for wire fraud and making false statements to a federally insured bank. So yeah, the banks are the ones that reported them.
No, it said they were reported for reporting fraudulent things to a bank. Who reported them?
The Canadian bank.
Yes, nobody reported them. They were simply indicted by a federal grand jury.
Because the
There's no.
SPL allegedly made false statements to a federally insured bank and opened these bank accounts, they're facing bank charges in addition to money laundering. So how can they find out this unless the bank cooperates with the government to turn them in? How else can they find this out?
By investigating the SPLC.
No, they have to investigate the bank. That's literally the only fucking way. They got the bank account. They
Yes.
got the bank
You can.
statements directly.
Yes, the DOJ can pull bank records. I'm not
No,
surprised by
no,
this.
they
But
can't. They
what?
have to get snitched on. They have to have a search warrant. They have to get snitched on. It looks like they
Yes, and
didn't get a warrant. They just cooperated. They just
if you're
snitched.
Cash Patel and you have an order from the president, it's not hard to get a search warrant.
The indictment alleges the SPL made false statements to the banks to set up accounts, and the one bank began an international investigation in 2020. The SPL closed the account and moved the funds. The bank turned them in.
I don't understand like where you're trying to get with this. I really don't.
The indictment
Like,
alleges the SPL made false statements to banks to set up these accounts. And when one bank began an international investigation in 2020, the SPL closed the account and they moved the funds, and then the bank turned them in. I'll tell you one more
okay.
time. The indictment alleges the SPLC made false statements to the banks to set up these accounts, and when one bank began an international investigation in 2020, the SPL closed the accounts and moved the funds.
So what happened after 2020?
Uh, what year specifically? 2021? What do you want? A whole history recap?
That was 6 years ago. Like Trump
Yeah,
was
and who was
president in
president after
2020.
2020? Yeah, that's when it
Trump was
begun.
president during
That's when
2020.
yes, that's when it first begun. The bank was doing their own internal investigations. And then under Biden, the issue came up and no one addressed it. They said there was no crimes being committed and they allowed it to occur because they barely did any prosecutions. That's why arrests are up. That's why prosecutions are up. That's why company arrests and fraud charges on fraudulent
Oh, okay.
individuals are up. That's why indictments
Um,
are up. That's why all these fugitives going to prison at record
Yeah,
high
yeah,
numbers now. We got we got top 20 fugitives more than any
it's
other president
weird.
in history of America. We captured more drug lords and
Calm,
more people than any
calm.
other president in history.
You're getting emotional.
And
Calm
we
down.
indicted more
You're
PDF files,
getting
predators.
calm
Now, I want to get my point across. I want to get my point across. We
calm
indicted
down,
more
alpha
weed
male.
dealers. We
Calm
indicted
down, alpha
more.
male.
We calm
Calm
down,
down,
boy.
alpha
Let's
male.
talk, boy. You talk for long enough, boy. Let me talk now. Now we
Why are you
literally got
calling me
our
boy? Hold on,
we
I'm a
got
grown ass man.
we got all of our
Get this thing
sources
canceled.
on there.
Like,
This is
but
live,
yeah,
brother. This is live.
I know.
But I just gave you the sources for it. You don't like it, huh? You don't like me exposing the fact that you're supporting the KKK. So
There's
you support the
nobody
Black Lives
supporting the
Matter. You
KKK.
support KKK at the same damn fucking time, dude. Maybe you
That's
are an
not
Uncle
true.
Ruckus.
You just don't know what an informant is.
So if they get charged as supporting the KKK and they go to prison, are you gonna come back on here and admit that you're an Uncle Ruckus?
No, from what you're saying, the charges is not for supporting the KKK. The charges are for wire fraud.
If they get charged for wire fraud, are you gonna admit that they're supporting the KKK?
No,
Why not for supporting the KKK without authorization? That's literally what it would be for. What
but
are you talking about?
because why is the money going to the informants?
So you think it's okay to pay the Ku Klux Klan without government's
Why
permission?
is the money going to the informants?
Because some private company thinks it's okay to give the Ku Klux Klan money
No,
to get on a
answer the
reality show.
question. There's a
To get on a
reason that we
reality
call
show.
there's a
That's what
reason
they
why we
think.
call these people informants.
So they can give
It's be,
information for their show, for the SPL to write about and get famous about and get known
and
about.
wait, and is there not proof that the SPLC has successfully brought down extremist organizations through these methods?
What organizations? I can't think of
Local,
one off the top of my head.
small.
No.
There are several different KKK organizations throughout this
The
nation.
KKK
Has
was
that
still around, so they failed. No, they failed. I cannot recognize
KKK
that.
is
Huh?
not just one
They
organization.
literally failed.
There are several different
Why do
cells
you
throughout
think
this country.
they're failing on purpose, dude? They want to fund the KKK so they have more time to fight
But
and they
what
can
I'm
make
saying
more money.
is do you not recognize that the SPLC has brought down extremist organizations before?
I don't think so. No,
So there's
they've
no
brought down local
do
individuals,
should
not
we
groups.
look it
They
up?
brought down individuals before, not groups though.
N- Yes, they have. Should we look this
What's
up?
the name of the group? Is it a subset of the KKK? That doesn't count because that's not the KKK. They didn't take down the KKK. So if you can tell me someone, sure, I'll believe it when I hear it, but I don't know any. You're asking me if I know any. I don't think so. SPLC,
Exactly.
BLM, Somali Pirate,
Because you
daycares, it's
don't
all the same.
you really don't care about the SPLC. You care about this
No,
theory.
because I don't support people that are supporting the KKK. Why the fuck would I care about the KKK?
Okay. In 2000.
I didn't
Wait
know
a
the
second.
SPLC was an
Let
agency of the FBI. I didn't know the
okay.
SPLC was an agency of the
Okay,
FBI. My apologies.
let me give you one example. In 2000, the SPLC and partners sued over a violent attack linked to its security guards. The organization compound. Well, hold on. It sued the Aryan Nations organization, and got ended up ceasing the compound in Idaho and had taken the organization entity and ceased its functioning. It brought down the Aryan Nations in
The
Idaho,
Aryan Nation is still around. They're still around, so they didn't do nothing. But
no,
congrats for them for taking down.
the
Congrats for
Aryan
them for
Nations in
taking
Idaho.
down one individual. Congrats for
It
them
wasn't
taking
one
down one
individual.
individual and funding a fuck ton more. Who knows how
Wait a
many they
second.
funded?
Do you not understand that these
They
people had a
cannot
whole
fund it.
compound? These
They
people
cannot
had a whole
fund it.
compound.
I said, cool, congratulations for them. They did. The Aryan Brotherhood is still around, man. It's
Let
all
me give you
over.
another
The
example. In
Aryan Brotherhood
2008,
is still around. I don't care.
in 2008, there's an organization called the Imperial Clans of America, the IKA.
Cool. It's good they took them
The
down.
SPLC represented a teen who was beaten by this clan at a school event and was seriously injured and in hospital for weeks. The result was a $2.5 million judgment. The Klan group was financially crippled. The leadership lost control of its assets. That group was diminished by the SPLC.
Cool. Why did they fund KKK?
They are not
I don't
funding the
care about what they
KKK.
did. They did. They funded the
They are
KKK.
investigating these groups and bringing them down.
They didn't.
This is
They
what I'm
didn't
telling
bring
you.
this group down. They funded them. They gave the Grand Wizard. The Grand Wizard is
Um,
still out there, dog. That's what I'm telling you. He has $250,000. We got a Grand Wizard riding in a 2014 Lamborghini Gallardo, and he's riding around in a 2014 Lamborghini Gallardo. Do you think that's okay, my guy? Do you think that's okay? A 2015 Lamborghini, you think it's cool for the Grand Wizard to ride around
why
in
was he
that?
giving money?
He was given money to, I don't know, tell him something. You already told us why. It doesn't change the fact that he's funding the KKK. If you give a racist person money to expose more racist people, does that make it okay? I think no. That doesn't justify it because you're still funding racism. So you might have solved some racism, but you're still funding racism.
It's not funding racism if it's not going to the
You gave
organization.
a Ku Klux Klan $250,000 Grand Wizard.
Okay. If that logic works, it's the FBI funding gangs.
They have before.
What I'm asking you is, if the FBI is paying informants in these gangs, are they funding the gangs?
No, because they're the only ones authorized to do it. Civilians cannot do it. Otherwise, that's called crime.
It doesn't matter. That logic
It
still
is.
has to
It's
track
just like
across.
a
But the same
hospital can
logic,
move fentanyl. Someone that's working at a hospital, they can have fentanyl if they move it the right proper way legally with licenses in the back of their car. They can move it legally. But a civilian that has fentanyl cannot move it legally. It's that damn simple.
I'm not arguing if it's illegal or not. I'm saying that you're saying that if an organization is paying an informant in another organization, that's essentially paying that organization. What I'm saying
You
is,
are.
if the
That is
FBI,
100%.
okay, so that logic,
But they
use
only
it
do it when it's
somewhere else.
worth it.
No,
They only
use
do
it
it when it's
somewhere
worth
else.
it. I do.
Use it somewhere. You okay? So
Everywhere.
the FBI is an organization. Gangs are another organization. If the FBI is paying informants in another organization, is the FBI paying that organization?
Yes.
So the FBI is paying for gangs, even currently.
Yes, they've created gangs. Yes.
I'm
Yeah, they
saying they
are.
are
Yes.
funding gangs.
Yes.
So you think the FBI are funding gangs across America?
Yes. Sometimes it's worth it because you can put a lot more criminals in jail. But this specific term, it was not fucking worth it.
Wow. Okay.
That's why he's fucking retarded because they didn't even get the authorization from the government. They just did it on their own. They thought they were the
Who
fucking
says who?
FBI or something.
Says who?
The FBI said that. They said they thought they were like
This is coming from Cash
RoboCop
Patel.
or
Who?
some shit.
This is coming from
No,
Cash
this isn't
Patel.
coming from Cash Patel. This is coming from the last FBI director. Cash
Who?
Patel said the same thing.
Who was
Do
the
you know
last
what
FBI
last? Do
director?
you know his name? I said it multiple times. Do you remember?
Blanche.
Yeah, the guy you don't
He
like. Boo hoo, cry about it.
he's the current AG in charge right now, is he not?
He was the AG before. No Pam Bond. Oh, he's the one that replaced Pam Bondi. But
Yeah,
he's not the
so
FBI director. Blanche isn't the one.
he stood right up there next
I'm not
to
talking about
Cash
Blanche.
Patel.
But he also said it too. But I'm not talking about Blanche. I'm talking about the
Those are
previous
the only two
FBI
people who
director.
said it. And they've
No,
both
the guy that was in
lied
jail before said it too.
about they've both lied about indictments before,
They didn't lie about
including
it.
they've lied about other indictments.
They didn't lie. What
So
evidence
they
do you
didn't lie
have they
about the
lied?
James Comey. They didn't lie about the James Comey indictment.
No,
Oh, they didn't.
no,
Why is he not in jail?
because the prosecutor was a black Democrat appointed by Barack Obama.
This is the Trump DOJ. This is a federal prosecution. That was a federal indictment.
That was a federal prosecutor, yes,
The
sir.
DOJ
Appointed
got
by
to
Barack
pick.
Obama.
Wait a second. The DOJ
Appointed
got
by
to
Barack
pick who.
Obama.
I don't care. The DOJ got to pick who
Appointed
was
by
on that
Barack
case.
Obama. No, they
The
don't. You
DOJ
don't
got
pick
to
who's on the
pick who.
case.
Yes, you do. If it's a federal indictment, you're telling me the AG can't pick who's on the case?
It randomly got picked that way. That's the one they came up with that day. They're not
So
always
whose fault?
available. They're
So
not
whose
always
fault
available.
is it that that indictment did not go through?
Pam Bondi's, which I didn't like in the first place.
Oh my God!
Pam Bondi did a shitty job. The same woman that we've been talking shit
So
about for the
we're
last year. Is that
it's
hard for you to
crazy.
realize that?
It's crazy that you
It's
guys make
crazy you
excuses
make this so
uh,
you make this
on
so
top of
difficult, but it's
excuses.
so simple. It's not an excuse, it's the facts. It's like reality you cannot
So
deal with.
Pam
It
Bondi
makes you sweat and pull your hair out.
Pam Bondi couldn't convict Kobe Comey. So the
No,
guy
because
that
she's
was
a woman.
working
She
on
can't do her
okay,
job.
so the guy that was working under Pam Bondi will,
Pam Bondi was never our first pick anyway. Do you not
but the guy
understand that?
that's
Is that
working
hard to
under
understand?
Pam Bondi is currently running things now.
And he's doing a better job, likely. For the fact that she's an incompetent woman. Do you know what
Where are the
incompetent woman
receipts
is?
that
I'm
he's
sure
doing
you
a
have a
better
couple of
job?
them in your life. Well, we're
Where
gonna
are the
see. I
receipts
said
that he's doing
hopefully.
a better job?
Did I not just say hopefully, sir?
I
He's a
have,
man, so he's automatically going to do a better job. So there's no questions asked. Do we
and
have to go much further than
let
that?
me go and wrap this up. I got things I gotta do in the morning. Thank you for having me. If anybody in this 18 person watching group wants to find me, Real Talk Politics 24 on YouTube. So yeah, come find me. But yeah, I'm done. Like it's hard.
You know I'm
It's
right.
incredibly hard talking to your
You did
crazy
not.
mind.
You literally had transgender people running your cabinet. You had a bunch of black overweight women all running Trump's or Biden's cabinet, and you looked at that. You said, "Yeah, a bunch of fat black trans bitches. That's fine. It's great.
And they were
That's
still able
perfect."
to pass more
No, they
legislation
fucking
than
weren't. They
Trump
couldn't even
passed
put their
so
pants
far.
on. They had a
And
what? They had a front.
they still pass more legislation than Trump passed so
No, they
far.
didn't. What legislation did Biden pass?
The Chips Act.
He can't remember it. That's one fucking bill in 4 years. What else did he pass? All you've ever stated was the CHIPS Act over and over again. The CHIPS Act! Congratulations for making foreign countries richer. The CHIPS Act, the
I'm
CHIPS
finna
Act, the
get up
CHIPS
out of
Act.
here.
We still have a chip shortage. Name one other bill. Just name one other bill. You said
why
Biden had more bills
why
than
should I
Trump.
why should I entertain this? But when I name another other bill, you're gonna be like, so the infrastructure bill.
The infrastructure bill? Okay, that's two bills in 4 years. Trump's on track to beat that.
See,
Anything
that's
else?
exactly what I'm talking about. Just like a child, bro.
Anything else?
I'm out of here.
I'm telling you, Biden barely passed
The American
anything.
Rescue Plan.
That was by Trump, wasn't it?
No, that was Biden.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Let's see. Make America Rescue Plan. Biden. Let's see.
2021.
It was Trump. That was Donald J. Trump.
That bill passed in 2021. Trump was not president in 2021.
You
Oh
know, it
boy.
went into power 1 month after he left office.
Yes, exactly.
So, that was Donald J. Trump. No, I'm just kidding. That was Biden.
That was Biden who signed that legislation.
But it's still the exact same fucking thing Trump did, and that was not a good thing.
Number five, the
Dear
Inflation
God, I
Reduction Act.
saw the liberal discord. We
No,
need to get the liberal discord.
bill number five, the Inflation
All of
Reduction
them
Act.
failed. Okay, fine. He did 5 bills. All of them failed. Congratulations. You
I
even
can
admit
keep
it.
going. But he's supposed to be the best negotiator ever, but he's only able to pass one thing. Everything else is
It hasn't
executive
even
orders.
been 2 years.
Exactly.
You just compl- oh,
Do you
you
know how much
part of the
Biden was
reason
able to
that
get done in 2 years?
part of the reason that you guys always blame white people on everything is because you're victims. You say, oh, you blame everyone for everything. Oh, he didn't pass enough bills. You complain about every fucking little thing. That's part of the black community's problems. If they didn't blame every fucking little thing and complain about everything, shit would be going a lot better. Is there
Man,
anything that J-Lo agrees that Trump has done
white
right?
people complain about DEI, white people complain about woke
Because
stuff,
that
white
is
people complain
racist.
about so
We talk about real shit. Y'all just complain and blame everything on white people. Is there anything that Django agrees that Trump has done? Anything before you go?
I can agree that he
Made your tax returns big.
rescheduled he rescheduled marijuana.
He made
So
your
what?
taxes bigger. And he made your stock portfolio go up.
No, he really didn't. Because
He did. You admitted it already.
I'm
He'll
seeing a bit
find any damn way to hate on Trump.
I'm seeing a bit less on each paycheck. Just
Well, maybe if
because
you
I
work
get
more
a
hours,
little
I
bit
guess. I don't
more
know.
on I'm seeing a little bit less on each paycheck with the same hours.
How are you seeing less on each paycheck if taxes are lower? Did your salary get
Ta-
lower? Your hours get lower?
taxes
That's
are not lower.
yeah, taxes are lower. That's impossible. How much do you make? Did you move up a tax bracket? It's impossible. Every single tax bracket went down. That's a fact. Every single tax bracket went down. Doesn't matter if you're making 10 grand a
Every
year.
single tax bracket,
Does it
even
anyone
though
every single person.
even the
Yeah.
low income.
Even people making 30 grand a year, yes, your taxes went down. That's a fact.
Oh wow. Okay.
It's only by a couple
Um.
$100, but it's true.
Yeah, I'm finna
For
get
the
up out of
average
here.
American that made $50,000 a year, your taxes went down by $3,000.
Yeah, I'm trying to get up out of here. I got a couple things I gotta do before I wrap up
All right,
tonight.
man.
But I
I
appreciate
appreciate it.
the content form. I really do. If anybody wants to follow me, Real Talk Politics at YouTube, this is a nice source for debates. And if anybody else wants to debate me or anybody in your Discord, because you have some interesting people in your Discord, but yeah, if anybody there wants to debate me, like a real debate, because I want to set these things up myself. Let's make some content.
All right, cool.
All right,
Peace.
all right. See you later.
See ya. Guys, smash that like button if you guys haven't seen my newest video of reviewing the Jimmy Snow debate. You can definitely check that out. Roll Tide. Did anyone see the debate review, guys? I want all those people saying that I lost in the Jimmy Snow debate to shut up and go over on here. Go over on the YouTube watch channel. He's getting angry. He's literally yelling at my friend that works in a. Okay, summary. I'll go ahead and give you a summary. Summary is that we debated and we're really just disagreeing about literally every freaking thing. I don't know much more to say about that, but he's a Democrat, big Obama supporter. He kept attacking, and saying the economy, blah, blah, blah. I couldn't really stay too much on topic with him for too long, could I?
Positive things to hear out of this administration. Prices have gone nothing.
He just kept saying the Biden administration was better. He was happy about Biden and weed. The only thing he cared about was that shit. That's the only thing they cared about. The prices are down. What the fuck are y'all talking about? His channel is Real Talk TV. Real Talk TV. Real Talk TV, y'all. If you want to go over to his channel. Real Talk TV, y'all. Real Talk TV. Real Talk TV. The economy is sick because of Obama and Biden. Trump is giving the medicine that hurts for a while. I would have to agree on that comment. That's pretty accurate, man. The economy is sick because of Obama and Biden. Trump is giving the medicine. It hurts for a while, but I don't even think it hurts that bad. It's already feeling a lot better. Biden's prices were not better for the stock market. The Nasdaq, the S&P 500, and the Dow. Gas and groceries are lower now than they were under Biden. That's also true. Literally, gas is literally cheaper than Biden's gas. That is a fact. Look at Biden's national gas average versus Trump's so far. The Iran thing should have never been on Trump's hand. It should have been done under Bush. I 100% agree with you on that one. I 100% agree with you on that one. Level up those likes, guys. Level up those likes. Level up those likes, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all have any questions, comments, any topics or subjects, anything you guys want us to talk about, feel free to show some love, drop some super chats. We have been seeing more and more evidence of voter fraud. We have been seeing more and more evidence of the economy moving in the right direction under Trump than at least it was under Biden. We'll see how the stock market manages. How are high oil prices going to affect the economy? I don't think they're going to stay high forever. I think they're going to go down in the short term and the long term. I mean. But when gas prices are up, food prices go up a little bit. That's true. But I overall, I think Florida food prices are a lot cheaper than they were under Biden. Why prices go down when energy's cheaper? When energy's cheaper, prices go down. Many things should have been done in the 90s, which Trump is doing now, yeah. It's difficult right now because of all Trump's predecessors since George W. Bush sat on their hands and let Iran solidify itself in the region. We had the military because of Reagan to pull up there. Egg prices are down. That's 100% correct. Egg prices are down. Double tap that like button, guys. Double tap that like button. Someone drop some memberships, drop some super chats. That'd be much appreciated and keep the algorithm going up. I hope to post this debate. We're going to keep it on the channel and keep pushing it up. For show like, share this to everyone in your family, guys, and also share my last video that I posted. That one was good. If you want a video to fall asleep to, or if you want a video to watch tonight before you sleep, you can watch that one. The most recent video I posted on my channel, the reaction to the debate. That video was pretty damn good. I thought I provided all the links. If I missed any sources on that last video, because everyone was saying, "Oh, you lost in the Jimmy Snow debate. You lost. You lost." I proved y'all guys wrong. I came through with 30 freaking sources and a 1 hour video. Breaking down the debate. I don't drink milk. I think prices on milk have gone down in Florida, but I don't know, to be honest. I don't really drink it like that too much. This is gold. This video is gold, and you even got the lawyer breakdown at the end of it of the debate. I'm telling you, you even got this guy at the end of the debate, the lawyer at the end of the debate who breaks it down. That's what I'm talking about, Quinn. What state? We have local farms in California, so it's fairly affordable out here. I heard nothing's affordable in California. Is that true? Is that true or false? Is that true or false there? Everyone's laughing right now. Hee hee ha. But at the end of the day, when we're way back up there, they're going to be crying again. The liberal tears, we will see the tears. Many states, but it's okay. It's a matter of time. A matter of time until what? A matter of time until what? Listen, y'all. We need to just keep going with it. We're getting progress. Once we get around 900 views, 1,000 views on one of these, then we'll be breaking back into the barrier. Right now, we got about 300 total views, so we need everyone out there to go ahead and send this live stream out. Everyone watching, if we can get 15 people out there, everyone send this live stream to one person. Send it to one person and demand that one person sends this live stream to everyone. Send this live stream to one person and tell them to send it to another person and demand that they keep it going. Demand they keep it going. Say if they don't keep it going, it's 100 years bad luck. So share this video and share it out to one person and say they better share it out to another person. Otherwise, it's 100 years bad luck. Keep it going. Share this live stream out there. Enough yapping, right? Oh, that's true. 100 years bad luck. You have to send this video to one person and tell them to send it to another person. You send it to a person and tell them to keep it going. If they don't keep it going, it's 100 years bad luck. Every single one of you guys out there have to send this live stream out there to a person and then tell them to keep it going and keep sending it. Otherwise, it's going to be bad luck. That's really what it is. You want 100 years of bad luck? That's your whole damn life will be nothing but bad luck. 100 damn years, nothing but bad luck. Then go send this live stream out there. You don't want that. One person and tell them to pass it on and tell them that everyone has to keep passing it on. Now, before it's too late. Before it's too late. By the time the stream, by the time the stream ends, it's never too late as long as the stream is still around. But if you made it to this point, if you watched to this point, you pretty much have to at this point share it to another person, and they have to keep sharing it. Otherwise, it's going to be a 100-year curse. So you have to share it to one person. You have to tell them keep passing it on, or 100 years. It's clear as day. I can point to where Iran is. I mean, I've been to over 20 countries before. I was kind of near the region before where Iran is. But I've never been to Iran. But make sure you guys go share this out with at least one person. If you don't share it out with one person right now, you know what it is. But you can share it afterwards as well. But make sure you share it with one single person and tell them to share it on. And keep sharing and tell the next person to share it. Otherwise, 100 years, 100 damn years of Democrat bad luck. They're going to have luck like a Democrat. Bad, like a bad Democrat luck. I'm fantastic at politics, and I still do travel content. I did travel content for the No King protest. I'm the best MAGA content creator out there. That's why I can't stop. No, there's not really that much conservative content creators out there anymore that are my size. They're all really either big or only the liberals have the small channels nowadays. So I have to battle against all these liberal channels, right, guys? Just but debate battle, nothing physical. But smack, double tap that like button. Double tap that like button. But I've done plenty of travel content, and even I did travel content like not even a month ago on here. Where we went to the No Kings protest, we went to Tennessee. Y'all loved it. Y'all loved it. Certified loved it. Remember? Who's been trying to mess with stocks? Oh, Trump is trying to manipulate the stock market. He told everyone to buy it. Why didn't you listen? He was just giving you American advice. He said, if you want to build wealth, buy it now. If you would have bought it when he told you, you would have made money. How is it our fault that you didn't do so? And you want to cry and call it fucking manipulation. I just think you're just salty that you didn't get to play the game like the rest of us. That's what I think. I don't think it's fraud or money laundering or any of those crimes. I think you guys are just salty you didn't get to play the game with the rest of the people that got to play the game. Am I lying? If you need that much evidence to support this war, if you need like all this ridiculous stuff, and you're saying it's gonna be impossible for you to support it, I don't care. Then don't support it. We don't need you to support it. We're gonna do it anyway, regardless if you support it or not. We're gonna do it. And is that hard for you to figure out? Doesn't matter if you support Iran. We're gonna go in there regardless. Understand? Are you a man or are you a woman or are you a trans? I'm tired of you lying about being a trans. That if you lie, if you say you're a trans, if you say you're not a trans and you're a trans, that's weirdo activity. That is weirdo activity. That is weirdo activity. And my hands are obviously bigger considering I'm 6'5". Now, Donald Trump's hands are bigger than all of y'all's hands. I'm not saying that, Quinn. That's just weird. Oh, that is disgusting. You're trans, so you're a man, basically. He's a man. Hey, Gorlock. Femboy in chat, y'all. Femboy for Quentin for finance. All finance bros need a femboy. Unfortunately, that's the kind of world we live in nowadays. Does anyone else think that's unfortunate? No one knows what androgynous means. It means that you're gonna like it, Quinn. That's what it means. That is disgusting. I can't be in here with y'all talking about femboys and shit. This is gross. That's gross. Because all the femboys are coming in here. It's freaking me out. Why are there so many femboys in here? This is getting weird, y'all. It's time for Out by Tucker Carlson. That's that's you in? What? What are you talking about? Double tap that like button, everybody. Double tap that like button. I wish it was a sponsor. Maybe something this year we'll see with Tucker Carlson. You don't have $500 USD super chat. You're a femboy. If you really love me as a femboy, you'd at least send some fucking super chat. And instead, you're just being a gaper, just watching. I'm just kidding. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. No, I'm not gonna be no femboy streamer. Can President Trump get a shout out for all the assassination attempts he has had to endure, survive through? Yeah, no kidding. Can he? Can he? Double tap that like button. Double tap that like button. 42 years of kidney disease. Definitely not a femboy. I'm tough as nails, but not by choice. Shit, man. I don't think you're a femboy, but that other guy was a femboy. But God bless you, sir. I hope you're doing better now. You are weird. Y'all are weird. What is wrong with that? Are you asking me what's wrong with being a femboy? Are you serious right now? Are we gonna have an army of femboys invading this? Is this gonna go viral on some femboy Reddit page? Femboys do not belong on this channel. But if you want to watch, it's still much appreciated. I can't stop you. At the end of the day. Bigot! Bigot! No, femboys. Not fanboys. Fanboys can stay. Femboys have to go. Chris, would you hang out with a femboy? Oh, oh, oh. What am I saying? One of his best friends actually used to be a femboy. I knew that guy. Max, that was his best friend. He was a femboy. Empire expansion. Empire expansion is perfect. Colonization is fantastic. Is that racist to say? I love colonization. I love colonization. I love me some colonization. Rats are here. Who demon rats? Demon rats! Demon rats! Are demon rats here? Do we have any demon rats in here? Microplastics is gay. Worrying about microplastics is for when you have a micro penis. Peace out, Dennis. Thank you. Damn, you are gay, boy. You're gay. You a gay boy, gay boy. What did y'all think about Trump's assassination thing, now? Do you think that was real, or did Trump set it up, or the demon rats really just that evil? 3 assassination attempts on President Trump in 2 years? Really? Hey, Candace Duncan, why didn't you check out my debate versus Jimmy Snow, the one I linked in my recent video where I come with sources? Get the hell out of here. You're full of shit. That's more like 7 attempts. If you only count 3, that's bullshit. Well, that could be some bullshit for sure. You're not gonna send nothing. You can at least watch that one video. You don't gotta babysit shit. It's a video I posted on my main. You were talking all that fucking shit before about how I lost the debate. So I just want you to go over there and watch that shit. That way you can see that I didn't lose. I didn't lose no debate against Jimmy Snow. Guess what? Starting tomorrow, we're gonna do call in to other people's shows every single day. So tomorrow we're gonna go call in. That's right time is for deadheads. And guess what? We're gonna have a call in tomorrow on other people's shows and we're gonna live stream it. We're gonna call in every single show you guys want us to at 5 p.m. tomorrow. So come around for the 5 p.m. stream. I'm gonna be calling into as much shows as I can, as much shows as I can. And I know y'all want to see the Dean Withers debate. We might do that as well. We'll see. Oh, here we go. You guys are all drug users in this chat. If you're a drug user and you're in this chat and you're watching and you're not doing shit, you can at least double tap that like button and share this video. It's free. We can at least get the 30 damn likes. Thank you for those jewels. I appreciate it. They do wear fedoras. Probably not. It raises the crime. That's facts. It raises the crime rates. And smoking anything can cause health issues. So that's why you gotta do nicotine pouches like a man and stop being a Democrat. I'm just kidding. Don't do any of that shit. Don't put anything into your body that's not food or water. And that's not drugs. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Yeah, sure. Like my roots. I chew nicotine like my roots. Countryman roots. Countryman roots. I'm chewing nicotine like my countryman roots. And then I'm gonna go duck hunting. I'm gonna go duck hunting with my countryman roots. I'm gonna go duck hunting and chew some tobacco with my countryman roots. Countryman roots. I put a single wheat flour in my mouth and I say howdy like a real country boy. I have no clue what you're talking about. I know you're a direct descendant of about 10 decades worth of incels. Somehow they managed to produce with the fat obese thing that you call I ain't gonna say it, a mother. Hey, thank you, Gigi, thank you. Can we get to damn 30 likes? Why are the femboys targeting us? Why are the femboys targeting us now, folks? More assumptions. They always cry when I make assumptions. And they say that's not true, you're just making assumptions. More assumptions, more assumptions, more assumptions. I just left Circle K less than 30 minutes later and active locked himself in the store. What? What? What the hell are you talking about? Are you serious? That's wild. That is wild, y'all. That is wild. Are we gonna hit over 300 views on this? We got to, right? Well, it's totally up to y'all. Do y'all want us to stream for another 30, 45 minutes? If so, drop a super chat. If not, we'll probably hop off. It is getting late. A lot of people do gotta get to work tomorrow. But if y'all want us to keep going, then someone can drop a nifty super chat. If not, we'll probably hop off in the next couple of minutes. What's up, Dennis? Welcome back, man. Welcome back. They don't sell menthols in California, I don't think. So you're gonna have to be liking all your alt accounts then. I don't know what to tell you. Get all your alt accounts up, pull them all up. Well, a city is full of immigrants and gun laws, so it can be dangerous. Yeah. I didn't see Teacher of the Month. I don't know what that is. I didn't see nothing about Teacher of the Month. I don't live in California. I was saying time live in California. They don't got menthol. I'm not in California. I'm in the deep dear south, where we get chewing tobacco, like my ancestors. Not like my ancestors. Teacher of the Month. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about Teacher of the Month. What's up, Queen Kong? How you doing? How you doing? I'm trying to get this video shared out. So y'all, please share the damn live stream video. We got a total of 275 views. That's fantastic. They've been complaining. Eighth grade is read at a third grade level since I was 7 years old. They've been saying that for a long time. A long, long time. They say the literacy rate is so low, most Democrats can't even read. Allegedly. And am I surprised about that there? Nope. Why would I be surprised that a lot of Democrats can't read? Why would that be surprising? Sundown laws are not based on age. That's based on where you live. The sundown laws are sundown laws. 50% of American adults read at a fifth grade or level. Yeah, including me. So that means all the Democrats plus me read at a fifth grade level, but the rest of them there, Republicans, they're educated. You hear me? They're educated. The rest of them there, Republicans there, got a 6 college degrees and are very well educated. Very well educated. You know? So what do you got to say about that? How are you going to explain that there damn education? Huh? Oh, I heard about that. I heard about that. I heard they tried to take Trump down. Do any of y'all guys think that it's a serious issue? That someone in his cabin is snitching on him where he be at? Or do you think they're working it as insiders anywhere or no? I don't. I personally don't. But I will say definitely go watch that last video I posted. Make sure you leave a comment on it. I think I'm about to hop out of here now though, guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow though. Yeah, that's a wacky conspiracy. A lot of news stations are saying shit like that, I heard. I don't know. I haven't watched too much of them, but I don't know. All right, guys. Have a good night, everybody. Have a good night, everybody. Time to get up early tomorrow. Peace, peace. See you Monday. I ain't getting off, but we'll say goodbye to Gandalf.